baby. Ow.
Yeah, no worries.
Hi, Korey.
Hello.
You're looking
Dance
hurt.
around.
I'm running because the baby tried to kill me, and I'm gonna go home now.
Oh, I'm gonna block this.
Well, hello and welcome back to a brand new season of Vault Hunters, but it's a little bit different this time because there's no ground. The ground does not currently exist unless we put it here because we're playing on a little bit of a sky island here to get started with Season 3 of Vault Hunters, and we are currently playing on the 11.5 update of Vault Hunters, and we got a lot of fun stuff going on. It's going to be a little bit different this time. Hopefully you were excited because I'm excited, and I'm glad you're here to join me in this adventure. It's going to be wild. It's going to be weird. We're going to have a lot of fun together, so strap in and let's go for a fun adventure together. Now, since we are in the Skyblock version here, we have the option for these wonderful raw vault crystals, and I'm working on a little bit of an island over here to kind of call my home for now, and I want to get some additional things going on with this, and I need some string for that, so we're going to try to pop into one of these vaults here, but before we do that, I'll give you a quick little update on some of the stuff that's been going on here. I have gotten all the way up to vault level 9 already.
Hello everyone, welcome to Season 3 of Vault Hunters. Officially, the leftovers play Vault Hunters. We've got some familiar faces, some new faces, and some faces that we'd rather not see, but they're here anyway.
Wow. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We need everything.
We have nothing.
Gravel. We need gravel.
I need dirt.
Okay, see you later.
We might as well.
okay.
Bye.
Okay,
Go,
let's
go,
go.
Alright,
Okay, we are going south.
That's my
We are going south.
Punch the wood.
They're coming.
Okay.
Coming.
Oh god.
Oh, okay, that is a problem.
Fuzzy invited friends.
That's a great problem.
Stand back, everyone.
Yeah, I got a pick right here,
There is
C-Dubs.
cobble in here. I should have just done that.
C-Dubs right here. Come
it's
this
just
way.
stone, so we should probably
Follow
be
the
doing
sound of
that.
my voice.
You're
Where do
picking
you
some
guys
up.
going? Oh, I want a
But
bucket.
you're not gonna get a
Oh
whole lot
god, I'm
of
gonna
it.
die.
Oh, I forgot I can't heal or anything yet.
No skill points.
Sounds like a skill issue. I want one of those meat chests.
So
Oh, I
we
found
need
some
to
bread.
get-
There's a special chest here, Fuzzy.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Villager?
Holy emeralds, jeez. And I've got myself a little bit of gear going on. We rolled this sick Omega wand that I'm going to be going ahead and using for now. And then we do have a few different abilities. We got some Nova, some Vein Mine, Dash, a little bit of Heal. I went with Heal Aid right away, which is a super mega move that helped out a lot of the others.
Ah!
Everything is
Oh god,
gold.
I'm on one heart
Oh.
again. He almost bounced up on me.
Oh, wait. Big brain. Please
Let's
hold.
go up, Corey.
Everybody, please hold.
Let's go up, Cuzzy.
Holding?
Vert, hold
What?
still.
We're going
This will
up.
only hurt a
Are
little
you gonna
bit.
kill me? Oh, how'd you heal me?
Heal
Wait, did you
Aid,
just take a
baby.
specialization?
Yeah.
Did you already
Apparently.
specialize?
What a king.
Well, like,
Wow.
I'm at only level 1 heal, so why not specialize now to be able to help you guys
Watch
stay
out,
alive?
Fuzzy! Watch out, Fuzzy!
And I've already unlocked storage drawers because I refuse to organize this crap show of a chest barrel pile over here. So we're going to get that sorted out. But first, we're heading into a raw vault because I need to try to get myself some string. And I'm not sure exactly how well that's going to go, but we're going to try to do it. If you've never seen the raw vaults before, they are quite a bit different than your normal vault. The loot tables are entirely different. Basically, this is how you get all of your resources from the sky. So we'll just shoot right in here and see if we can find. We had to go in and, you know, get all the different wood and stuff like that at the very beginning. So there's a lot of, you know, items to be collected and things like that. And we got a bunch of different types of chests. We got all of our basic ores in here. I actually probably could use some more of this iron and stuff because this is the only source of iron we have so far until someone decides to go ahead and build an iron farm, which probably won't take very long. But we will see. So these things are all going to be super useful. The emeralds are good. The iron's good. I don't know if we need that much lapis yet. Diamonds, those are always delicious. Thank you very much for those. And let's see. We want to try to find... Man, I was looking for orums all before, but I did not find very many of them. And now we find one immediately as we enter the vault, which is kind of sweet because I need a lot of these goodies. Look at all the diamonds and stuff. Emeralds. Give me that. Give me all of it. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I've got to admit I've gotten a little bit carried away with the first week of Vault Hunters. Season 3 so far, I've just been really freaking excited to play this new season. And yeah, I've got a few things done here and haven't really had much of a plan for how to show you what I've been doing. So I think it's perfect time for me and you to go through a little bit of what's been going on so far so that I can make sure everybody is up to speed on what's happening. And also, it would be awesome if you would leave me a comment down below and let me know what kind of things you want to see most in the series. Do you want to see lots of vault runs? Do you want to see lots of base building and things like that? Or do you want to see more automation, playing around with different mods and farms and things like that? There's stuff appearing all over the place. This is cool. Freaking buildings and places and stuff is happening everywhere. Really cool. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and we can try to work together to you know, make a really fun series for us all, because I want to enjoy making these for you, and I also want you to enjoy watching them. So we started out with a little bit of a sky pirate theme for the build over here. Let's try to go up on top. I'm going to fly off this island one day of Stircat's house here. Kind of see that. I don't know where this water came from. I didn't put that there. But, oh, okay. Someone made me a swimming pool. Sweet. We're going with a little sky pirate theme here, which I think is going to be fun. We're definitely out here chasing the booty, trying to get all the good stuff we can out of the vaults. This is my current location, crap pile of all these barrels full of things. As you can see, I still have many containers or many items worth of stuff in my inventory and pockets, and I don't know where to put it all yet, but I have gone ahead and I kind of started speed running a lot of the quest book here, which now we're actually nearly to level 10, which means, wait, did they? Oh, that's right, we've updated, so there's some new stuff that I missed here actually. So we got to get into that. Try to get the alchemy table. We're nearly to level 10. We're really, really close to that, but I think we might, well, let's do it together. Let's go ahead and have a little snack in the rain. Boom. There we go. Episode 1. We're all the way up to level 10. Things are moving along quite quickly. In fact, we get a seal, which we'll save that for later. But yeah, I've been working on getting a lot of the quest book done, so we have a lot of the vault forge and the artisan station, the recycler, all that kind of stuff. And if you've been hanging out here before, you kind of know that I don't really do too much of like progress updates and things in this series. But if you want to see more of that and you want to know more about, you know, my different statistics and what kind of build we're doing, I'd be more than happy to go into a little more detail if it's something that you're interested in. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of hang out, build some cool stuff, run some vaults, have some fun, and make it up as we go, because it's usually how I do things. But just to give you a little tour of the rest of the island here, this place started out completely empty, and now we've got all kinds of stuff going on. So everyone's sort of building their little bases off into the different directions. We got grass growing, we got cows going. We got animals downstairs, I think. I got to be careful going through here because sometimes I accidentally walk through the vault portal and it doesn't always appear lit even when it is. What did we do? Oh, we did complete our bounty from the last vault I ran, so that's pretty cool. We got that going. We got the enchanter. There are so many things that we've been doing. It's been amazing. I've been having a blast with all of the others. I think there's like 12 or so of us leftovers on the server, and you may have caught there's been a little bit of rebranding that is happening. Should we sneak up on Vert? Give him a big old heart heel hug there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, lots to do. Brand new updates to Vault Hunters, so there's going to be some new stuff coming for that. Make sure I got my wings on. Whee! We're going to be doing some new and exciting base building. I always like to try, things a little bit differently to see what we can come up with, but we'll go ahead and take a little nap here. And maybe we'll try to see what we can do for our next expertise point. I don't know if I want to just go maximum fortune right away so we get the most ores. Yeah, probably. We want to make sure that we can get that because I want to kind of jump quickly into a few mods. I don't want to get too carried away right away, but I do want to get, some decent storage and maybe something like compasses or whatever right away. But I would like to make sure we have enough space to put all of our crap because I've started organizing the stuff from the vaults we have here. But as you can see, we've got a mess going on here, and I want some organization that I don't have to work that hard to try to keep my pile of barrels and stuff super organized because I don't want to have to spend a lot of time looking for the resources that I need. I just want to be able to grab resources to be able to start working on stuff so we can do more base building, more vault running, more gear customizing and all that good stuff. Look at this jewel. Holy cow. 25% vanilla immortality. That's pretty sweet. We're going to have to find a spot to keep that bad boy. But yeah, we got some decent gear going on. A lot of really cool stuff happening. And we're going to continue building and expanding. And there's all kinds of fun surprises coming in the future, so stay tuned for those. And if you haven't checked out the rest of the leftovers, I will leave links in the description for all of them. So if you want to see some other perspective of what's going on in the server, everyone's going to be up to some different things and kind of has their own little style for how they, show off things and progress through Vault Hunters. So if you're excited for that, there's lots more Vault Hunters content to check out from the rest of the leftovers. Ouch, that's hot. And yeah, that is my rant for the day of why I haven't been showing a whole bunch of extra stuff. Like I said, let me know if you want to see more of this stuff being shown, if you want to see less of this stuff being shown. Let me know if you like to just listen to my face make noises like this for a while, because sometimes it's nice to just hang out and talk to you and, give some updates. Nothing really too super fantastically special or anything like that. But I know everyone has kind of different feelings about what kind of stuff they enjoy and what kind of stuff they don't. So let me know what you like, and we'll try to come up with something together that I think will be super fun. But for now, I think that is probably going to do it for the first episode here. It's going to be a little bit goofy because, like I said, I just kind of got carried away without much of a plan to get started. But we'll dive in again right away for another episode coming up soon. And we've got a lot more to do where this came from. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you had a good time today. And I really hope that you join me again soon for some more Vault Hunters from the leftover server. Have a good bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, now who wants to come over for a party? Woo! You can run and jump across these. Oh, yeah. Whee! This is the best upgrade of all times. Welcome back to some more Vault Hunters on the Leftovers SMP. We're back on the island, and as you can see, this thing has turned into an absolute freaking disaster. We have so much stuff going on this island, and we're quickly running out of room. Now, I have gone ahead and updated my bridges here, which has been very, very nice. I didn't realize that there's actually a tool you can get that allows you to separate the railings and stuff like that. So went ahead and updated those. So now we have a much nicer 2-block wide thing here. We added some ropes along the edge of the what are they called, islands here along the pathway, so this is a little bit more convenient. But this place is an absolute hot mess, and we need to get that fixed in this episode today. So we're gonna dive into that. What have we got going on here? We need to make sure we select a bounty. We'll get into that later. Yeah, I've been working on the quest book a little bit. We did get nearly to the part where we need to get to level 20, and then we can get a free knowledge star, which would be pretty sweet. But I have unlocked a bunch of this other stuff. So we just got all these tables, the forge, the recycler, the jewel cutter, the tool station, the soul diffuser, the black market, all this good stuff. Some anvils and whatnot from the vaults. We got a bunch of random crap. We had to get a spirit extractor because accidents happened. So we got that now just in case we need to recover our body in the future. We do have some bounty crates and whatnot here to open up. And we've got a few things going on in here. And I think the first thing we're probably going to do is start out with these knowledge stars that I've been working on. Because there are a few upgrades I want to make to this system already. Because it's not good enough. It's been helpful to have some drawers and whatnot in here. But we need to do a little bit better with that. And I think there's a few things that are going to help us out with that. So we'll actually dive into those in a little bit, because before we do that, there's a way that I can make this system a lot better, and hopefully I have the resources to do it. We're going to attempt to make the drawer controller, because this will allow us to import items directly from like a single block into all of these without having to go through and click each of the individual spots, which gets to be kind of a pain in the butt when you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Every time you want to put stuff into there. So we're going to go ahead and make 4 black chromatic steel. These things are freaking expensive, but luckily we did get a bunch of black opals in a few of the vault runs that I've ran off camera, or I guess with Fuzzy was live streaming earlier. We did some vaults with him. And maybe a few other ones in between now and the last episode. So we got those. We need some Laramar as well. I believe it'll probably take a full stack of this to get... Nope, we don't need that many, but that's fine. We need 2 more drawers. So we need a little bit of chromatic, which I'm cooking up here. I think we're going to need a couple of logs of any variety, because it doesn't really matter what kind they are. And then we need some of these, a little driftwood, so we can make the drawers. Yeah, we don't have the oak, but we'll do a couple of these boys. And we're gonna go through this and make these together, because I think that would be cool to do. Now, I did do a little bit of trading with Fuzzy, as well as getting somewhat lucky with some of the gems I've been looking for in the vault. So we do have, I believe, if my calculations are correct, enough gems to actually craft our first pog of the season. Let's go! Woo! We did it! We made a pog. We win the game, basically. So, all right, here we go. Very expensive, but very impressive technological advancements. We have the drawer controller. Now, I think I want to do... I don't know if I might change these in the future, but for now, let's go ahead and we're going to make this boy one of these guys. A little framed drawer controller. And I'll probably put it down here for now. I don't know. This is likely to get moved because we're going to do a little bit of work on the island today. But what do we have here? We got vault stone, I think, and coconut wood, maybe. Let's try that. If we go framed coconut with that, would be like this. And then boom, we can put that there. Super amazing. Okay, so now if you see, we have the chromatic iron and this driftwood and stuff like that in our inventory, and these even as well. Let's put those like this. Now, if you didn't know how this already worked, the drawer controller talks to all these other drawers around here. They become best friends, and it's like, hey, I got all this stuff for you. Let me find a spot for you to put it. Boom, you double click that, and all the stuff goes in there, so I don't have to go through and click individually on each spot to get all my stuff looted, or looted? What are we talking about? Back into the drawers, which super helpful. So when I'm trying to empty out stuff in large quantities, and I can just bam, put it in there. Super helpful. That makes life way easier when it comes to these drawers. But there are some better advancements that we'll get to farther down the line. I think before we get carried away with more advancements, though, we need to advance in the cleanliness of our island here, because this place is a disaster. Now, I did notice that we got a little box here from Sturcat, which is super nice. We got some epic pirate decorations. So these are really cool. We have some pirate banners. If you didn't notice here, we're going with a pretty sweet pirate themed island. So now we can put little skulls all over the island and freaking pirate flags, which is awesome. I'm excited about that. We still do need to continue trying to unlock transmogrifications so we can hopefully get some pirate. I know there's like a pirate hat and some other cool armor models that would give us piratey type stuff. Now, anyway, we got decorations, but first we got to clean up before we can decorate. So I think what I'm going to do here, somewhere, I had a box of stuff. Maybe we'll just start with some cobblestone because it's a little safer. And I wanted to actually start out by making like a path off the side of this area, I think. Now, this probably won't be fuzzy approved when we start building it because it's probably going to be a little bit ugly. But since we kind of have to build down into the void to be able to go anywhere else and build other things, this is how we're going to have to start out. Now, this is super sketchy. The pucker factor is quite high. But what I wanted to do is kind of wrap this around into a path down here so we can build like another area down below. Look at this awesome cloud. This place is coming along sweet, by the way. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on. So make sure, if you haven't yet, go down into the description below the video and check out the rest of the Leftovers members who are building all kinds of cool stuff on the Sky Island here this season, because it's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, so you don't want to miss out on any of that action. That is for sure. But we're gonna have to go down quite a way because it's really hard to build. Like, this island kind of looks like crap underneath, if I'm being honest. But it's really hard to build underneath it without having a platform down below. So what I want to do is just kind of bridge out down like this, and luckily we have this option to be able to place blocks below the blocks, which helps us out. So I want to build down a little ways so that we have some room here and kind of just build a platform that we can start to build an island upwards off of from down below. So we'll get a little bit of verticality and get closer to Vert's area down there. Look at this guy. He's already got spinning windmills and whatnot going on. This, I think, is going to be low enough. But like I said, we want to make sure. Let's go this way. This is a little less of a pucker factor if we go facing forwards. And I kind of just want to build this out a little bit so that I have an idea of where we're going to be going. Because then I can start out with my dirt and whatnot down below here and sort of build up and around to that to make sure we get the shape that we want. Excuse me. Got a burp sneaking up on me there. Now we probably need to get some torches down here to make sure this is not like the sketchiest place of all times. And from here, I'll build up a little bit more of a shape with the dirt so that we kind of have an idea. This will probably go out and around a little bit more, and it might honestly be a little bit higher than this. But we'll get that planned out and start building a little expansion to the base, because I think it'd be cool to have little areas, maybe like similar to this size, that we can sort of have spots for all the different activities we need. So a spot for crafting gear, and, you know, like a little like blacksmith area, maybe like a separate area for soul diffusing, and then a little area for enchanting, and kind of branch it out into a few different islands of different varieties. And I think we'll keep the main storage area and stuff like that up here, and just kind of expand out one piece at a time until we have a place that's adequate for getting all the things done we need to get done. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit and see if we can come up with kind of a decent shape for that. And then we can be able to get all this crap off of our front lawn. Just a little bit of block placing later, and I think we've got a pretty nice looking addition to the island here. Now, I've made a little bit of a pathway going down, changing up the elevation a little bit, just try to mix things up. And we've got ourselves a nice little, what looks like a crater here. Now, I do have some plans to fill this thing in to make ourselves our own little lake, kind of a little oasis here, because after all, we do have a pirate island, and what kind of pirate doesn't have some kind of water? So we're gonna make a little lake here for now and see how that goes, and then I got a couple additional little islands there and a little island here with some nice little walkway bridges. This one's probably gonna turn into like my enchanting type island, maybe of some sort. We'll see kind of what that turns into, and this one might be something else. I don't know. This one actually, now that I look at it, I'm probably going to expand this one to be a little bit bigger, and maybe we'll turn that one into sort of our little gear island where we do like gear forging and re-rolling the gear and stuff like that, because I do want to get into some more of that type of stuff here pretty soon. Now, there was a thing that I was going to do, and I already forgot what it was. We need to try to grab some extra water. I don't know if there is an additional water source up on the spawn island here. I think there is, because we got to turn our little lake here into a nice spot where we can actually have some aquatic things growing, and maybe have a couple of different, couple new friends. Maybe you can join us in that area there. You can hear the crunching in the background. I actually did do a little bit of a trade with Fuzzy earlier. So now, where is it? This one. Is it this one? One of these? This one? Try again. Third time's a charm. This one. We do have a feeding upgrade now. I traded Fuzzy a feeding upgrade for a stack upgrade that I gave him. So now we can run around with our backpack and automatically get sweet rolls, or whatever they are. What are they called? The vault sweets shoved right into our face hole, which is amazing. I don't even have to put in any extra effort to eat anything. So let's go ahead and get this going. I probably will want to add some lights down in this here lake eventually, but for now, let's go ahead and that's not how that's gonna work. How can we do this to make an infinite water source? There we go. To make sure we have plenty of water, and we're gonna fill the whole thing up down here, because we want to have a little spot for some aquatic stuff to happen, since we don't have any land anywhere nearby on the island here. We have to kind of make our own. So we're gonna start with the pool there, and that way we can get like some squids and stuff. I want to put some dolphins in here. We got some dolphin spawn eggs, which would be really cool. And we can tear up the little thing that's down below here, because I believe Fuzzy added this waterfall to get some squids to spawn down there. We already got dolphins, and that's pretty cool. But that thing's ugly. So we're going to tear that out, and we're going to make a nice little oasis here. Pirate oasis. So, you know, when we're in between vaults, we could just hang out in our little pirate bay here. You know, sip on some cocktails, have some snacks. And, you know, wait for our next vault or whatever it is that we want to do, because, you know, we're pirates after all. We can do whatever. Count our treasure. You know, we're going to have so much good loot and other fun stuff that we'll have plenty of things to do down here in our little pirate oasis. Now that we've got a little more room on the island here with our new expansion of the pond down there, which I think is pretty cool looking, and things are coming along well. We've got the pond, we've got some other islands, and things are looking nice. So it's time now to dive into here, I do believe, and I think we're going to take on these knowledge stars. Actually, before we do that, let's double check. Yeah, we got to get to level 20 for this, so we won't get that yet, but I'm gonna nom down these 2 knowledge stars, and we need some help here, because this place this is a hot mess, and we got to get that cleaned up. So I've been thinking a little bit about what I want to do here, and I do think the best route for us to go right now is to take colossal chests, boom, because then we can just cram all of our problems into one giant box and not have to think about it that much. And we're going to go with simple storage, I do believe, as well, because that way it gives us the option to actually look through the chest and search for things. And we can also access our drawer system. Now that we have the drawer controller, we can connect that up as well. So that should give us a really good chance to sort of store all this stuff in one place and give us the searchable parts of it as well. So I did already figure out the recipe for the colossal chest, which is these guys here. So we just need some chromatic iron, some driftwood, and some logs by the looks of it, and maybe a little bit of Larimar. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Little polished vault stone. I think we can make that happen pretty easily as well. Let's just grab a stack of this, throw it in there. Look, we already got chromatic in here. Perfect. So let's grab a stack of this, maybe a stack of that, and see what we can make for these guys, because we're gonna need logs for that too. It doesn't really matter what kind. Let's just grab some oak logs and see how many of these guys we can make, because we're gonna want a pretty decent sized deal here. Now we're gonna need 2 of these, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Larimar, I do believe. If I can click the right ones, we want this, and let's just make 2 of those right away, because one of those turns into this, and we will need the interface in order to connect that up to simple storage. And we'll get these are already cooked up, so we can turn one of those into this guy just like so. Boom, and there we go. We have the options for a colossal chest. Now I'm not sure exactly where this is going to go yet. I think we're going to have to clear out some space before we can put this down, because I might change this up a little bit. I was actually thinking it'd be really cool to see if we could add, I don't know how far we can go out without it looking super awkward, but I'd love to have a plank somewhere on this island so we can walk the plank whenever you know, we feel the need, or send someone else to walk the plank. But it'd be kind of cool to be able to walk the plank off here and like jump into the pond. Would be kind of sweet. But I think maybe we're gonna move these drawers, and I don't know, put them off to the side or maybe down below somewhere. Don't know yet. I kind of have to figure out the plan for that. But before we get too carried away, let's also look at what we need for simple storage, because we're gonna need these. One of those. For a little tip, if you didn't know, when you're playing modded Minecraft, if you hover over items in JEI and hit the A key, you can actually bookmark stuff to put it on the left side here, so you can remember the things that you're trying to work on. Like we already got those. We got these done. We're still gonna need more of those. We'll keep those there. I accidentally bookmarked the vault cobblestone. So now whenever we open up our inventory again, we can just see the recipe for that real quick. Block of quartz. Do we have quartz? That is an interesting question. We might have to go on a little bit of a side mission to get quartz if we don't have any here. Where are we going to be able to get quartz from? Can we get quartz from raw vaults, or is it easier just to go to the nether? Let's see. What else do we need? We need quartz. What do we need for these? We need network cables. So it's just some glass and some chromatic iron. Do we have any more sand, or did I use it all for building? Okay, we're going to have to go get a little bit more resources for the simple storage stuff. Apparently it's not so simple after all for getting the supplies to make this stuff. Well, all right, I was just about to run a raw vault to try to get some of the resources we need to craft this, and I realized I had a whole bunch more supplies actually to get 2 more knowledge stores, which is pretty epic. We've been running some vaults off camera and got enough stuff to do that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually unlock Torchmaster today as well, because after building this place, I kind of got blown up once with a creeper on the path here, and I think it would be beneficial for us as well as our neighbors to unlock Torchmaster. I do believe we can make the, what are they called? Lantern. It's like a feral flare lantern, I think. Right here. This thing, which would produce like artificial light sources around, which would be super nice. But we could also do mega torches, which I believe are kind of expensive. But if we can convince someone, or maybe find an echo in the vault, which we'd have to get super lucky for, we could totally make mega torches, which would allow us to basically make the entire spawn portion here, or at least our part of the island, completely mob spawn proof from hostile mobs, which would be pretty dang convenient, if I do say so myself. But moving on from that, we're gonna go ahead and try to get ourselves a bit of a raw vault here, I think, to try to get some stuff. We need some sand. We need some coal would be good to have. And I think we need something else probably too that I already forgot what it was, because we need to make this. So we need quartz. We need quartz. We need sand to make glass, and we need possibly some coal or something. So let's go ahead, yoink one of these guys. I don't know if maybe we could have just done this as a regular vault. I don't know if where we got to get quartz from. Maybe it would be better to get quartz from the nether. Much cleaning and organizing later. We have got a nice clean island that is finally organized with an upgraded storage system. We've got our full drawer set up back here, and I added a few extra spots, so now we have a little bit of room to expand some of these larger items. I don't know if we need the torches there or not, but we got a lot of good stuff going on here. And we've also added our new colossal chest attached to our simple storage system. So now we can see all the stuff inside of inside this colossal chest is accessible through this single block here. So I can search for, whatever I need. If I need dirt, if I need some kind of seal or pickles or whatever it is, we can just search for it in there and grab what we need out of this chest, which is going to be super convenient for all the extra stuff. I can kind of just throw into a single chest here and not have to worry too much about where it is going to. And if we get a lot of items in some of these spots, we can always just grab those out and put them in another drawer over here. So we got that all cleaned up. We got the altar here so we can make our crystals with that. I've got a bunch of crates here from before that we're going to open up here and make sure we get that stuff all figured out. And we've also, of course, got a nice little plank here that we can walk to get down to the bottom section of the island. So we added a little bit onto that, which is really nice. Now we have some extra space there. I still have to try to figure out a good spot for maybe a little bedroom. Right now I just kind of threw the bed down here. And then we have a few other boxes that we kind of cleaned up that I want to work on a couple of these different areas in some future projects here. So we'll probably have like a little enchanting island here where we'll put all the enchanting tables, the identification thing, maybe the black market. Got some fun ideas for that in the future. And then on this one, maybe we'll do a little like spot for all of our gear working, so our forges, our anvils, all that kind of stuff, and we'll decorate those up in the future, and then possibly expand out in to the further areas. Now I do remember one thing that I mentioned earlier on that I do want to try to do before we get too carried away here, and that is to go ahead and plop these boys down into our new lake. And let's see if we can get, boom, couple of dolphins. I probably need to get name tags for these guys now that I think about it. But I think those guys are a pretty cool addition to the pirate island here. Let's see if we even have the technology to get a couple of name tags going. We might have to try to see if we have some villagers for that, but I don't. Can you make name tags in this with Britannia? We might have to try to get one of the villagers and see if we can name tag them. So I don't know if those guys will stick around for too long or not. But let's dive into this right here before we get too far with that kind of stuff. Because I want to get these opened up. We need to get some new gear and continue making progress that way. So we're going to go, boom, bounty crate, elixir crate, lots of goodies in there. Another bounty crate, another bounty crate, another one. I think this is also a bounty crate. Lots of bounty crates, so we got lots of good stuff from that. Some new gear pieces, definitely a good amount of chromatic steel, which is great. And then now we can test this out too. All we got to do is go over here, boop, boop, double click that. A bunch of this stuff goes away, and that way we can find out, if we sort this out, what kind of stuff still needs to get sorted, so we don't have a spot for blank seals or eternal souls. And we do actually have a couple open places here where we can probably pop the seals in there, eternal souls in there, and then we can actually go ahead in here and we'll grab out our eternal souls, and I can see the seals right there. So now we can just bop those into our storage over here, which is convenient. And then of course we have all of the gear and jewels, which will have to go down in the other section there. Let's see, we get a couple emeralds from this, not too bad there. Did any of this stuff go in here? Oh, did we just get all this as well? I think this was empty beforehand, so I think we got all these items as well. Holy crap, that's a bunch of Benionite, a bunch of Laramar, Vault Diamonds, gold, holy cow, ton of coins, Vault Diamonds, some more of that good stuff, so we can squirt that all in there. I don't have any of my gems going into drawers yet, which maybe we'll have to add some more of those for in the future. Did we get any super awesome jewels? A couple of good ones, some living deals, all that kind of stuff. We'll take those down to our future gear working area down here. Yeah, we got all the jewels in these two spots, so we'll get that sorted out in the future, as I mentioned. And I think we probably need to grab out this guy for now and just plop him down there. Holy cow, there's a bunch of new transmogs. We got some new helmets. Is this better? A little bit extra health and armor. Nothing too crazy yet. Ooh, a bunch of extra ability power there. Might have to work with that a little bit. Nothing too spectacular yet, but we're going to have to do a little working with some more gear in the future, I think, because that's going to be something I definitely want to start getting into. Now that we have some more organization and upgrades, it makes it a lot easier to actually go through this stuff, figure out what we have, figure out what we need, and sort of come up with a plan for how we're going to progress. But I think that's going to do it for this video today. I do really appreciate you coming to hang out with me today. Hopefully you had fun, and if you did, I would love to see you again very soon for some more Vault Hunters here on the Leftovers SMP. We're going to walk the plank backwards. This is sketchy, but woo! Oh, and the dolphins are already gone. That didn't last very long. Well, hey there. Welcome back to some more Vault Hunters on the Leftovers SMP. We're hanging out down by the lake today because I was doing a little bit of fishing because we've updated to the latest version of the Vault Hunters mod pack, and there's a couple new things in here. One of them is called the Ancient Conduit, I think. And it required a Nautilus shell, so Strikat and I were hanging out down here doing a little bit of fishing. I haven't really played around with it yet, but apparently it's kind of cool, and there's a few other new things, some new game modes or game rules for cooperative play and stuff like that. Today we got some upgrading to do because I've already started to fall behind a little bit compared to some of the others, which not that it's competition or anything like that, but I want to get some of the cool new stuff and level up a little bit, especially because our next quest in the book here is to reach level 20 and we get a free knowledge star. And I like knowledge because it makes you smart and you can do cool stuff with it. So I believe up here I may have shortcut. I think I have one other knowledge star in here, which would be helpful so we can unlock some more mods and such. But there are a few other people online, and I'm hoping that if we can smash our brains together and create more knowledge, we can unlock some really cool things in today's episode. So I want to get some more mods unlocked, and I know Fuzzy was just saying he's got some plunderer vaults ready to go. So let's go plunder the vaults and hopefully get lots of sweet booty.
How does it feel to be actually waiting on other people now, Corey?
It feels annoying. There's two things I don't like, and that's being in a hurry and waiting on other people. Ironically, my entire dude, this pickaxe sucks. I need a new tool so bad. Oh, it's
That's
wet
exactly
down
what we need.
Yeah, we're here for the knowledge, dude. I want this regen trinket for the rest of my life. Bounty complete. Isn't that neat? And buy the magma bucket. Hopefully I don't die again.
Oh yeah, I'm like 4 rooms ahead.
Good thing these stupid idiots are all dying on the magma blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta stay in that living room though.
Yeah. Stay in the living room, Fuzzy.
Done.
Oh, big slime.
That's like how you control a retired person. I like it. You know, there's the anyway.
Stay, Fuzzy, stay.
Oh.
Why is there no living chest in here?
Ah, stupid pillar.
One.
Good idea. You deal with them and I'll grab the chests.
Thanks, Corey.
Best deal
You're the
ever.
best.
That's
We're gonna be lost,
interesting.
Corey.
Oh, we're super lost.
Did you put this marker here?
Yeah, that's the way out.
Okay. I think we did everything.
I think so too.
Let's go find some
close enough
obelisks.
at least.
Kill them with whatever amount of frames I'll have off time to record.
I'm totally not
not
using
many.
this opportunity to get amethyst at all.
I just dipped into a X mark the spot room.
Was it a good one?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I shouldn't have tried to record.
Bird, don't die.
I'll do what
No
I
pressure, but
please.
you kind of have to win this for us to get out of here alive.
No, I don't. You'll be able to find it.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Please die, guy. Okay.
I believe in you.
I'm just chain drinking my potion. There we go. Eh,
Okay, well, I suppose I'll just collect some of this then.
One more chest.
we're victors.
Yeah, go. Munch, munch, munch.
Yum, 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 yum. And then I'll click on the wrong one.
Like, we now have applied energistics. Yay!
Ooh, yay,
proper,
we did it.
proper storage. I'm gonna be so poor. I unlocked power and this today.
I probably can't unlock enough resources to make the stuff, but woohoo. Are you ready to
Yep.
eat?
I am ready for my cake.
Let's go. You can't have your cake and eat it too, you know.
Yeah, I can.
But
Don't
in
tell me
order
what
to-
I can't do.
In order to eat your cake, you kind of have to have it, right? So
Oh god, it's so pink.
it's very pink.
Oh, we should have brought in a cake.
Oh,
to
we
get
should
the
have brought in a
transmog.
cake. Yummy.
Go! Full complete.
We did
We get a crake. The first crake of the server.
So much cake.
Oh, I could
register
get my giant's heart on. Good call.
I heard something completely different there, by the way.
My giant something.
He said, my giant's heart on.
Oh, well, I know what you heard.
And this one's great because if you need a bunch of wood, man, there is just a ton of wood in here.
Yeah, I
Your
gotta
castle
point
is
it
made out
my
of this room.
giant's-
That was interesting timing after the
Yep.
giant heart.
Yep. It really was.
Do you have your giant's heart on yet?
I gotta pop a pill first. Right? Yeah, those are my knowledge stars too.
Here, I'll join you.
Woohoo!
Oh, you got your cooler.
Well, this episode's turned into a little bit of a shit show because I've been wildly distracted for the last couple weeks. But if you're still hanging out with me, grab a cold one and let me show you around what I've been up to for the last couple weeks. I've been running some vaults with the others, trying to get some resources collected up for a variety of different things. As you can see, our little beach platform area here is kind of turned into a bit of a mess again. We're in the middle of shuffling some things around because I've been working on a new area down here that's going to be our new workshop forge area where we're going to do all of our tool crafting and gear, armor modifications, things like that. And I think this has turned out pretty friggin' sweet so far. We do have a little bit of an issue here already in the middle. We got some boogies. I had Vert and Fuzzy take one of my dolls with them the other day because I gave them some crystals to run. But yeah, this is pretty cool, I think. It's a nice little pirate skull entrance to our new workshop area down here. Got some little details everywhere, some fire, some cannonballs, all the good stuff the pirates need to have. And then when we go inside here, we got a decent amount of space. However, it is going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze in here. I think we're going to have to probably do some kind of darker block maybe to cover up the walls so that it's not quite as dirty in here. And maybe make it a little bit more moody and whatnot. But we obviously have to move all of the equipment into the room as well, and I'll probably do a little bit of organizing and decorating of that in between episodes here. But we'll get our forge moved into there, maybe make like a little recycling system for that, kind of get everything organized inside of there so that we can do our gear modifying and all that kind of stuff. I did set up a little wardrobe here, so now I have my vault set up in there, and then here I've got just some overworld gear that we've been running just for building and things like that. We do need to still work on this area over here. Obviously, that's going to be something that we get to in the future here a little bit. We got a lot of stuff to do, really. Is there anything good in here? Nothing too crazy special. We got some of that. We got some stuff going on. We need to get to that in the future here. I am planning for another expansion to the island over in this direction, probably in the next episode. We'll get to that hopefully as well. And then I've also done some unlocking of things, as you've probably seen already by this point in the episode. We've unlocked refined storage with Fuzzy, and then we've teamed up with some others to get the potions as well. So we have all the refined storage stuff unlocked, but I'm not sure that I actually have the resources to craft all this stuff yet, because we're going to need a bunch of chromatic steel for that. We're going to need a pog or so, maybe. Ideally, we need to get an echo pog, but I haven't found any echo gems yet, so we're going to have to do some more vaulting to try to get that, hopefully pretty soon, but probably not going to happen today. And then what else we're going to need? We're going to need some of these cables and things. So I got some work to do on that stuff there. I'm also trying to upgrade my colossal chest here, because this is my main kind of bulk storage for a lot of the stuff that we have in here. So we're going to definitely need to do some more resource stuff. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see a little bit of a resource running vault live stream, because I think it's about time that we do one of those pretty soon. And I need to catch up to some of the others, because, you know, we're only we leveled up to 34 now, but we got some work to do yet. Still got to do a little more catching up on the quest book here. We got to get into a dungeon and actually find an alchemy archive, which we have not done yet. So lots of cool stuff to do there. Yeah, we're a little bit short on resources as far as getting the refined storage system up and running. Now, I think once I move fully into that workshop there, we'll try to get it all set up down there, but it has been working out pretty decent for me so far up here. And if we ever need to craft crystals, we can kind of just pop some things into here, make ourselves a little vault rock, and plop this boy over there. And what do we got here? Mushrooms. We got some emeralds. These are pretty easy for us to get. We can just boop and pop those down there. A few bones. I think those are in here, maybe. Yep, we got a few bones. Throw those in there, and one more. Excellent. What else we got here? A little bit of sand. Actually, I think I have sand in my building backpack? No, maybe not. I thought I did. Sandstone. We only have 4 sand. Is that enough? No, we need 10 sand. Okay, we don't have enough sand yet, so that's a thing. And then we need mushrooms. We can just search for those. So most of the stuff has been pretty easy to find. We guess we need a couple more mushroom. Maybe 2. And a boop, like so. Not too bad. Crafting crystals and stuff has been pretty easy. We do have a bounty active for finding ripped pages. What else have we been up to? Oh, I made a nice little anvil here, the vault anvil, which is very expensive. But now we don't have to craft any more anvils, so that can definitely go with us down to the forge down below. And we also added this section here, so now we can walk down both sides of the island. Brings us down to our little forge area here, so pretty cool. We do need to do some more decorating inside of this guy in order to get everything set up. Like I said, I think I'll do that between episodes for now. This place is a little bit of a mess, so we got some organizing to do once again. But I think maybe we'll start out by trying to do a little tool crafting here to see, where is it? This here, I maxed out the jeweler on this bad boy, so we can get 3 free cuts on any jewel. So if I can find all the right stuff for this, I don't know if I made a tool for this. If we get to level 35, ooh, I wonder if we could burger to level 35 to get Vaulterite tools. Let me take a look into that real quick and see how close we get, because I would love to make a completely vanilla immortal version of this guy so that we can actually have it not break at all, ever, which would be really cool. But I need to check on the burger situation and see what we have for burgers, which is probably not many. Could we let's just try this once. Could we possibly eat 35 burgers? Oh, baby, let's go. I didn't know if that was going to work, but that's excellent. So now we can make, let's see what we need. Oh, ouch, that hurts a little bit. How do we make Vaulterite tools? Yeah, this is what we want. So I think we want to start out with a Vaulterite sickle. So we need 12 Vaulterite ingots, 48 driftwood, 81 bronze, and some wutotic mass. So I think we can manage most of that, probably, possibly. So let's see. I know we'll need some Buddha dye, which we have a decent amount of. We'll get those up there. And then I think it's surrounded by Vault Essence. Will give us wutotic mass, so that'll be good. Let's just uncraft those and put them, not in there, back into here. We're gonna need a bunch of driftwood. We're gonna need a bunch of bronze, and then we need some vaulterite, which is this stuff here, which I think we can make with vault scrap, maybe. How do we make Vaulterite? Okay, vault scrap and chromatic iron. Oh, we could probably invest a little bit of paint into that to reduce the cost of the other stuff, like so. Get one of these, one of those, and boom, we can make a whole stack of vaulterite. Let's freaking go. Okay, and then we'll go down here and see if we could possibly work out a little bit. We're doing this together, all right? So stick with me here. We're gonna have a good time. Let's double check and make sure I don't do something stupid here, because that tends to happen from time to time. I have all these jewels, right, with a vanilla immortality on them, and then we have some shoveling, some picking, and some of these with some shoveling, picking, and axing, which is what this has, basically reaping, picking, shoveling, axing, so that we can do, leaves, rock type stuff, stone, dirt, wood, all the good things. So I think we do want to make this guy, and that is going to give us a tool with 200 capacity. Words are difficult, because I wasn't able to fit them all on a thing before. Now, where did I put here? I think it's in jewel cutting station. So we can plop that boy out. I think we need some of these. Can go in here, and then we might need some gold, and then a bunch of these boys, and then also the jewel application station. And these are obviously going to get like permanently set up as well, but we can put this tool in here now, and we just throw all these on here just to see, like, okay, we're over capacity on that, but it gives us the numbers here for us basically, and all the modifications, so we don't have to do any math, which is cool, because math is hard. Now let's grab a little bit of vault gold from our area up above, and we have 69 gold. Nice. Let's actually, I don't want to take all this, because we might need more if we die, and I don't want to spend it all, but we do need gold for cutting jewels, which will help us be able to make this exactly the way we need it. So we'll put this in here just in case. Now let's double check. We're definitely going to need a picking on there. And some of these ones that have multiple different things on them, like the shoveling and axing ones, those are going to be ones that we're definitely going to want to keep. We don't necessarily need this durability if we are going to make it immortal, and we probably don't need the trap disarm. So what does that bring us down to? 116%. So we can actually, we have more of these than we actually need to have on here. So can I take, I can take off 16% vanilla immortality. Maybe I just take off one of those. Or can we get even closer? That one's shoveling at 16%. This one, yeah, because the durability is not needed at the moment. So really, honestly, we might not even have to cut any of these, and I don't think they're worth cutting, because we don't need to have anything else on here. We don't need, we got picking, we got 101%, we got shoveling, we got axing, We got reaping, picking, shoveling. Yeah, I think that's going to be good, honestly. We're just going to go for that, just like so. And then we're going to hope that there's emeralds in here, which there are. Excellent. We'll put this guy in here. We're going to do... Why do I not have levels? Oh, I probably died in the vault. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Do we have levels here? Yep. Cool. We'll just grab a few of those real fast on our way down. Whee! I'm getting hungry. I can't run. And then, okay, so we got this. We got efficiency. Yoink. We got unbreaking. And I like Silk Touch for our overworld base building deal. So now we have all the stuff on this one that we had before. However, this one is completely immortal. So we can build the base all day long, every day, and not have to worry about any blocks breaking, taking damage. So we can just use this tool whenever we want in the overworld. And weird, lots of... excuse me, lag, ghost block, something's happening. There we go. Sir? Okay. Everything is fine. I'm about to starve to death. So yeah, there we go. Immortal tool. Excellent. Now we can do some good stuff there. We could probably make some better tools for inside the vault as well. Like some new chest breakers and things like that with all of these other tools. But I think that is going to be good enough for now, because that's going to be able to help us get the base finished up and get us on to some refined storage, a nice forge workshop area where we can work on tools and gear and all that stuff. So I'm going to get this stuff organized in between episodes. And before we go, let's finish up with a little expertise point here, getting ourselves one step closer to being able to take 2 bounties at a time, which I think is going to be super helpful to do. And then I've also decided to go ahead and put some points into Life Leech to hopefully help me not die as often in the vaults. And we're going to be taking the Battle Cry, but the Lucky Cry version of it, so that hopefully we get better lucky hit chance in order to activate the Life Leech. It's kind of the move I'm going with at the moment. So that's what we got going on there. That is going to do it for this episode. Thank you for coming to hang out with me, and it is time for me to take a nap before I starve to death. There it is. The new workshop inside my brain is completely finished. Well, I mean, there's not really a brain, but it's a skull. What's going on? Welcome back to some more Vault Hunters here on the Leftovers SMP. We're getting started with some upgrades today, and things are about to get a whole lot easier, because it's been a little bit of a pain in the buns here trying to get this in-between section going. We got the storage system in the ceiling here, which is connected to the upstairs area that we used to have. But I've been moving some things around, kind of trying to get everything cleaned up and sorted out. So now the upstairs island main section here is a lot more clean. We upgraded the chest to a massive iron chest, and we have loads and loads and loads and loads of room in there, which we're definitely going to be putting to use later on. Excuse me, did we complete a bounty? Yes, we did. Excellent. Free fundamental foci and some steel, which will be good for that. We did also do some other stuff. Ooh, we'll take that one too. Off camera. So we are now level 41. I've been running vaults with Fuzzy and Vert and trying to get some things done. So we got our expertise now in bounty all the way up, so we can take 2 bounties, and that's going to be real nice, in fact. So, but we're going to get into some better base upgrades today, and hopefully unlock some new things that will be helpful for us. Because right now we've got this chest over here, or this simple storage network that is attached to that big colossal chest upstairs. And then I did actually go ahead and make a second one to tie into my drawers here now, which I have relocated. If you notice, they're not upstairs anymore. They're now going to be inside here. This is going to be kind of the storage inside the brain. So we're going to keep all of our goodies up inside the brain box here. Let's just go and open that. A little bit of chromatic steel and a fundamental foci. That's going to be super good, because inside of here we've got some chromatic steel and some other things that are going to be extraordinarily useful, because if you remember a while ago, actually I don't know if I showed it or not, but we have already unlocked refined storage, and now it is going to be time to actually get this thing hopefully all set up and going. So we should have a lot of the things we need right here inside this chest. I am hoping, if I am prepared enough, then we do have majority of the things we need. We're going to definitely need to make ourselves a controller, which we need to make a machine casing for. And then I think we can do one of these processors, one of those processors, so we can construct and destruct items. Boom. We got ourselves a controller, which is very exciting. One step of the process. Now, Fuzzy was very kind and gave us this extra grid that I actually, he got from a, what do you call those? Mod box, which is super cool. So thank you, Fuzzy, for that. That's going to be helpful in getting this all going here. So there's a few more parts we need. I thought I already had this, but apparently I do not. I think I have a little bit of glass in here. So we can get that nice and easy. That's not the right thing. We're going to make a few cables because we're going to need those. And then I do need at least one of these external storage devices. So I think we can craft this. Hopefully it's another thing for that. We're going to need to craft these, which I think we're going to need another one of those. Hopefully we don't run out of processors. I'm pretty sure I tried to make enough for all of this, and hopefully I did it properly. So we'll make that. So we got an importer, and then can we make the exporter? Boom. I was about to call it the outporter, but that doesn't make sense. So we got an interface, and then we got another one of these. Good thing I made a lot of these. If you've never seen this before, the crafting for refined storage stuff gets to be quite complicated. Do we have just some chests laying around? We don't, but I'm sure we probably have planks, maybe, or just some logs. Let's just grab whatever. Let's grab these oak logs. We'll use that. But yeah, if you've never seen the process of crafting all the refined storage stuff before, it is quite complex. So we need this, boom, external storage device. That's going to be super important for connecting all this up. And then we need the controller, which we already got. And we need the grid to be able to access things. But I'm going to try to take it a little bit of a step further right off the gate here, or right out of the gate, because I think I have all the things after today that are going to allow us to go directly to the crafting grid, which is going to be super nice. So we did actually manage to get 4 echo today from a combination of some bounties that we did on the live stream earlier, as well as Vert hooked us up with a couple on a little game he was trying to do to see who's going to be the luckiest, and it was not me. It was Vert. Vert was lucky. So, and we got a lot of pogs because we've been doing some things, so we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves a wonderful Echo Pog, I think first of the season, and turn that into a crafting grid because, you know, this stuff just isn't as good without the crafting grid. So I got to decide where I want to put this. I can't decide if it should go like in the middle of the room here, which would be kind of a cool spot for it. I feel like putting it right here would be kind of neat, but I do have a good spot for the controller, and I'm going to try to get some of this connected up here and see what's going to look the best. I think it'd be really cool if this... Oh, interesting thought here. That's going to need to be... we're going to need some power for this in order for this to work properly, and I don't have any yet. So, before I get too carried away with all this stuff, let's go ahead and grab a few of these knowledge stars out of here. Just eat those whole and get a lot smarter. And I want to go for thermal expansion because there's a lot of cool things we can do for thermal expansion with power and stuff like that. But in order to get that done, we're going to need this guy here because I don't really know how a lot of this stuff for thermal expansion works. And we're going to need to find out. So we're going to learn that together. And we first need to figure out how to make a gear. Is there any easier gear to make than that one? Iron gear, netherite gear, diamond gear, emerald gear, lapis gear. That's like quartz gear. Can I just Give me like an easy one. Basically, I think we need Larimar, chromatic iron, and some kind of metal. So let's go into here. Try to grab some iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some Lapi. Or Lapi? Larimar? Larry boys? And then can we do something like... Well, something like that. Is it in the corners like this? And like this? And then like that? Yes. And then maybe like so. And then we get a book. Whoop. A bajuk. Do I not have any books, really? Oh, wait. I know I definitely have books. What am I talking about? We got books for days, I'm sure, right here. Yeah, 89 books. Excellent. That'll work. And then we put this and that and get that. And we get to keep our wrench. Ba-ding! This is where we're going to learn about some things. There's a lot of stuff that goes on inside of here. Technology. I want to learn about the dynamos because this is going to be how we're going to get different types of power. And now there are many different kinds that we can try to use. Compression dynamo, burnable liquid fuels such as tree oil to produce RF. Interesting. The disenchantment dynamo uses enchanted items such as books to produce. Probably don't want that. This one uses food. That could be something that we could automate. Essentially, I want to try to find a dynamo that we can use, that we can provide with infinite fuel in order to give us lots of power. Crystals and gems. Magmatic dynamo uses lava. That's probably the easiest. This dynamo uses coins. Interesting. Sounds expensive. And the Sterling dynamo uses burnable items. Okay, so let's maybe check out some different options we have for these guys. I think possibly the food one could be something that we could try to do. What are we gonna? We're gonna need tin. I don't think we even have any other blocks, but and then there's this one, which is Invar. How do we get that? So we might actually have to start with one of these simpler ones just to get us going. Okay, I'm gonna look into that a little bit and try to figure out a decent configuration for where some of this stuff's gonna go. And I think we'll go from there, because I think it would be really cool if we actually put this this controller in the eyeball of this thing. Just got to go down here for one more little finishing touch. I think we're gonna disconnect this little pipe there, and I put the other one away, didn't I? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and grab that guy from down here, which of course is in the thing I just disconnected. Excellent. Okay, I am doing great. Let's see if we can go into this chest here. This is always kind of a pain to try and find stuff in here, because it searches for the first open slot when it puts something in here. There it is. I'm gonna grab this little external guy. Oh, yeah, that's pain. Okay, and we'll just go ahead down here and do a little bit of this, and one of those guys. That should be all good. Now that's disconnected. We can pop down below here, and we should now have a new eyeball for our skull, which means that as long as that is lit up and working, we've got our little crafting grid right back here, and we should be able to access all of the stuff we need, which is freaking fantastic. And we get to get this set up to JEI synchronized. So that's good. We can search in here now. And the best part about this is that we can throw stuff into here. We can search for things. Say I want to make a vault rock or whatever. And we can actually craft stuff in here now, which is amazing. The ability to be able to just like grab things and craft stuff out of this is so friggin' nice. Okay? So nice. We finally have some super advanced refined storage, which I'm very excited about. I think maybe we'll try to see if I can put some kind of... Do they make cover blocks? A facade? Facade, dude. Yeah, eventually it'd be cool to be able to put like our our scav pouch, or not our scav pouch, but our loot pouches on something like that, where we can have that suck all of our stuff out. So now this is actually still connected to our drawers, but this one is no longer connected. So we actually shouldn't need to have this anymore. We should be able to get rid of that. And I think I'll probably be able to get rid of this as well. And we're going to have to put a couple of blocks in there. I almost went to the wrong place again because now I'm so used to grabbing them from the same spot. But let's grab a couple of calcite blocks. I think we'll just need 3 of those. We can patch up the ceiling here. Boom. Excellent. And we'll go upstairs here. Basically, for now, I just have the Sterling dynamo in here with some wood chunks and stuff. I just wanted to test those out. I got a spare bag of fuel over here just in case this thing does run out of power. We can actually access it because if you've ever ran out of power with your refined storage system, you can't access your items. So we need to make sure this thing maintains power. And for now, we're going to use that Sterling dynamo until we can craft something like the magmatic dynamo or this other one, but we need to get some tin and some other resources to be able to craft those. So it's going to be a little bit for that, but we have this connected up now to our drawer system up here. So that's connected to the drawer controller, so we can put things in and take things out of the drawers with the new refined storage. And we shouldn't need any of these cables anymore because yoink, those are no longer doing us any good. So now we can just access the simple grid interface right behind the deal here. We can grab out vault stone or whatever we need out of there. We can search things up, we can craft things. It's going to be so handy to have that access. And we don't really need to come up here very much, but this is going to be kind of my behind the scenes little area for sleeping and all that good stuff. But now that we have that, that's a big step in the right direction. It's going to be so much easier for crafting crystals and doing all kinds of things that we need in the future. But moving on from that, I think we want to unlock one more thing at least for today. So I'm going to grab this knowledge star here and chunk that down, and we'll see if I can get to the right page here. I think I want to unlock the pipes mod because this is going to allow us to transport items. And what I would like to try to do with this is actually set up some of these item transport pipes in order to automate our recycler over here. I think that'd be really handy to have. I do have like a little facade chest up here. So now we can go into here, which is awesome, and see if we can't craft this. We need a dropper. We can just squirt that in there. Boom. We got compacting drawers up there for our perfect Larimar. So we got that, which is amazing. So now all it takes is for us to figure out where this needs to go. We can do a pipe like so. Looks kind of weird. Are these barrels too? No. And then actually, is it the wrench I already have that I can do this with? I want to say I can use this wrench for these, but I don't know that for sure. And then I can go like that. Yeah, and that's going to start extracting into this thing. And then we just need a pipe down below that can go into... oh, hello. I didn't realize I turned this. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. So then we just need to import that back into the system here. So we'll have to tie in to the cable system. And I think what we also can do with that is I want to try to connect up an importer possibly here. Let's try to see if we can do this together and see if it works. I don't know if this idea is going to work or not, but what is it called? Not an input, but an importer. And I don't know if I have all the stuff to make this or not. I don't know if we'll have room in the floor or what, but can run them into an importer. I wonder if I can use item pipes to extract from a bag. If I were to like, I don't know if we can make that look good, but can I do that? What happens if I do that? That's not gonna work. Ah, like that. Yeah, so I do need, what is this stuff called? I don't think I have any more of that. Okay, we got that. Then we need nugget, not nut. We need nuggets. Like so, like so. Boom. Oh, yeah, there we go. That is nice. Okay, and then can we run from down here? Some cable. Oh, how am I gonna do that? Like so. Uh-oh. We have gotten up to some mad science here because this little deal we got going on here, the Sterling Dynamo, is working okay, but it's not super efficient. And I'm running through a lot of coal and whatnot to try to power the refined storage system because we need 18 RF per tick. So I've dove into a little bit of mad science with the thermal expansion stuff here, which has been pretty fun to play around with because I'm not super familiar with how a lot of this stuff works. But we managed to make up the I don't know, gourmand dynamo. I don't know how to I'm not good at words. Not even going to keep trying because I sound stupid. But basically, it's like, you know, gourmet, I think is what it's supposed to be based off of, because you use meat to put in this thing to cook and make power. So you attach the little pipe here to the power pecker on that thing, comes over to these machines here, and we've got a multi-servo press, which I was just smelting down, I guess not smelting, squishing vines to make latex, pumping the latex into this machine and getting latex out of there. Why do you need latex, you might be asking yourself? Well, I'm glad that you asked that question because it is a bit of a weird thing to make. But we need latex to try to make the blocks of cured rubber, which in turn we need raw rubber, which we can get by crafting from the latex. So if we take that out, we could put this bucket back in here and get more latex, and then put that in here, and that gives us raw rubber. And we need the raw rubber to make this redstone flux cell, because I'm hoping that I can make this thing in order to give us a larger power buffer, and that will make it so that when we put, you know, whatever kind of fuel we have in here, we'll get a big storage buffer, because this thing will hold approximately 1 million redstone flux, which will be super helpful for allowing us to run the refined storage system for a longer period of time without having to continuously put fuel into here. And I also don't really want to burn through a ton of my coal, so we're going to try this one here. And I also want to try to craft the magmatic dynamo, because I don't know if this one is going to force us to like put what do you call it, lava directly into it and like pour buckets of lava into it. So we might have to actually make a little bit of a lava farm if we want that to be a thing. But let's see if we can actually craft a little bit more of this invar, which I think we're going to need to make fire charges for here. And so most of this stuff I'm actually able to make so far, but I haven't really ever played around with a lot of this thermal expansion stuff, especially within like the Vault Hunters pack. Everything is a little bit different recipes and whatnot. So yeah, we should be able to make this, and then we need one more of these. I ran out of redstone, so I had to go run a raw vault and collect some more ores and stuff. But now we can get this bad boy, and then let's check and see. I'm assuming this means we're going to have to actually import lava into it, and it's going to use it as a fuel source, which is maybe not the worst thing, because we could, try to make a lava farm of sorts, and that way we could use that for potentially infinite power. But if not, we can probably come up with other ways to automatically farm, you know, meat or something like that. That's something that we should be able to get into with some of the other mods. Rather than like trying to burn coal and wood chunks is not super sustainable, because we have to actually get those from the vaults and such. So let's see what this guy I believe we will have to actually, yeah, we'll have to probably pour lava into it or import lava into it, and that's going to produce a bunch of power as well. And then we can get into this a little bit later on. I don't know if we have the resources for it or not, but we can search up these different augments here, and we can actually craft different ones that will give us larger capacity or bigger efficiencies, bigger transfer speeds, all kinds of really cool stuff with the augments and things here in the thermal expansion mod. So I'm excited to play around with that some more. We have a little bit of latex in there. I don't think we're gonna have enough, so I might have to crush some more vines and stuff to get that going. But there's some other exciting things that are about to happen on the server here pretty soon, so we might have to get back to some of our mad science experiments a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and put some of our food and stuff away. But I also wanted to go through with you and give a little update on the quest book here. So we actually have completed the most recent quest. We've interacted with an alchemy archive. I think we got one that gave us extra mana on our potion, so we can complete that, get a free pog out of it, and then we can move on here. So acquire a modifier workbench. I did actually make one of these because I was starting to do some modifications to some of my tools and customize them the way I want. So we can get that one completed. Interact with a wardrobe. We did definitely do that as well. Maybe I'll hang this pog on the wall. That'd be kind of cool. So we got a wardrobe here with our little overworld set. I've actually been running around with my vault set lately, but we do have that. We could probably make some more of those once we get some more different build sets and whatnot. Interact with the skill altar. This is not actually something that I've gotten. Oh, we did get another free wardrobe. That's kind of cool. Let's put that down there for now. And then let's see if we can have all the stuff we need to possibly craft ourselves a skill altar. How expensive is this? Ooh, 3 black chromatic steel. Luckily, I got a bunch of these from bounty crates earlier, so that's expensive as heck, but I guess we can make one, which is cool. So we can actually go ahead in here and save all of our current skills and abilities to the skill altar, which is kind of a neat thing to have. I don't know if that'll stay there, but it's not a bad spot for it. We put a painting on the wall too. If you can't tell, I'm distracted a lot. There's a lot of things that go on around here, and I get confused about what I'm actually trying to work on, and this book looks like it's inside of my chest, which looks very painful. So yeah, we got this one. We can get some more regret deals. We got the transmogrification table. We can go ahead and... Oh, we just need to interact with it? Okay, I thought we needed to pick it up. Sweet, so we can get that one done. What do we need to do next? Apply an infused catalyst to a vault crystal and an anvil. Interesting. Okay, I definitely have a few of these catalysts, but I don't have a crystal crafted at the moment. Can we throw those out? I don't think I have any blackstone seeds we can get right from the little community farm area down below in the center of the island here, which is super convenient to have. Wonderful perk of playing on an SMP. Let's see if Fuzzy has. I always opt to take stuff from Fuzzy because he's always one of the people that are online. Let's just ask. I don't know if Fuzzy's even home or if he's busy. Maybe. Maybe. Looks like Ozone's got some. Woo! Ow.
It's done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What happened to my button? And boom, just like that. We get a little help from the rest of the leftovers on the server. Always nice to have that. And we can go ahead and grab one of these. Maybe let's just grab like a regular old wooden one. And we did craft up the vault anvil quite early on, so I can do that without problems and get that quest complete. And then what is this? I think we need to make the seal of the architect. So we need one of those. And that costs a knowledge shard. We don't have enough knowledge in there, but I think I've got one here that I could pull for that. Kind of expensive, but I do want to make sure that we are completing the quest with just a little bit of finagling around, and we managed to get the seal of the architect. And of course, we don't have enough levels of XP. Let's see if we can get this thing going again here. This is why this is a pain in the butt, because I keep having to pump fuel into that thing. Eventually, I think we need to connect these up probably to there. Maybe sooner rather than later. But we're kind of in a little bit of an in-between state here with some of this stuff. So we can't get all of it just yet. But let's go ahead and do that. And then, oh yeah, we needed bottles of experience. There we go. We got that one complete. Now, next on the list is to apply an inscription to an architect crystal. Okay. Let's see. We should have a decent amount of inscriptions. Oh, we actually got an inscription piece. Let's throw this one on here. I wonder if that one works. A crystal cave one. We could try to make a crystal cave crystal for a later date. Boom. That one works. And go ahead and complete that. Get some more inscription pieces. Reach level 40 and we get 4 echo. Whoa, 2 mod boxes, an orange, and some bamboo. Let's freaking go. That's amazing. Okay, and then, oh, did we get our first charm? You gotta be kidding me, right? This is amazing. Let's go. Complete. Yo! Now we have to go complete a god altar, which means we'll have to do some vaulting for that for sure. But I am excited. Look at this. Ooh, echo, baby. Some mod boxes and orange. That can go in our other backpack, probably. 12 bamboo. And our very first charm. Now, these are brand new to the game. I am not even super familiar with how they work. But let's go ahead and roll this guy and see what we get. Because now we can start diving into the different vault god stuff. And we got a noble Wendar charm. So we get some Wendar affinity. That's pretty cool. Where's that go? Up here? And now, are we super cool? Oh, yeah. That's pretty sweet. We got our awkward overworld costume on, which is weird. We should probably just transmog this right now. Let's and get this and maybe something more. Something. What is this? I'm gonna try this one on. Ooh, what are we? A furnace? My furnace face? Oh yeah, that's hot. Good stuff right there.
So, guys, have you all seen this book that appeared?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Well, Serkan and I were okay. Let's start from the start. Ross had gotten
Whoa.
There's islands, and there's stuff on the islands, and nobody knows where they came from. And I think the cult actually turned out to be an actual cult.
The cult's attacking you.
So if you guys want to just have a little read of the book, basically. There's a world out there.
All right.
Wrong
I mean,
one.
there is a border. You will die if you touch it.
Oh, wait, hang on. I didn't grab my wings. Bear with me one moment.
Monolith fell out of the void.
Just
I
do a
don't have
magical
rockets,
clap
so I
and
hope
you'll
I don't
appear there.
miss.
Oh,
It's the first
that's
time I
pretty
fly.
cool. That is very neat.
There's
Whee!
the Wendar
Sky.
Island.
Wow.
Yeah, so these just randomly appeared the other day, and
When the timekeeper?
Wendar, the timekeeper. Your task is to complete the monoliths. For some, time passes too fast, and for some, hardly at all. For others, the past is the future yet to come.
okay, guys. So we have 2 monoliths to get.
Oh no!
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this or not.
Whoa, don't get lost.
2 monoliths.
Fuzzy, you said more than go. That was the problem.
I
Oh,
know.
I still don't have a vault compass, so I could actually get lost here.
I got a compass.
Who's got the?
All right, I trust one of
Apparently-
y'all have a compass.
Apparently,
Wait-
I'm on my way on
Wait
my
for
own.
me, Corey.
Huh?
Knows What's up?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find this. Does anyone have Hunter?
Yeah, but
It's
mine's
not
not set
spec
for
for it.
observer.
I guess I see it down here. It's down
Oh,
below.
you see one? Nice.
Yeah.
Go grab it.
Nice.
Oh wait, they already have the other one. So that's the last one.
Easy.
It's all
Yeah, we're
done. I
done.
can't
Find the
Didn't
exit.
even touch anything.
Good job, guys. All
Woohoo.
Woohoo!
right, where do we come from here?
This way, to the south. Ooh, there's a pylon. Give me that.
Oh,
Oh,
there is.
ow.
Oh, you missed. I got it. No. Oh, there's the monolith up there.
There's one up
Ah,
there.
I can't get it.
There was a monolith up there the whole time. Great job, guys.
Excellent.
Great job.
Great job.
We really showed Wendar. We have
Well,
So we managed to do it. It was a hard fought. No, well, I'm not even gonna lie. It wasn't hard fought. I didn't even realize we got the monoliths. So I'm guessing that it's only going to get harder from now on. So why don't we go find the next one?
Valar the Benevolent. Your task is to gather the elixir. Meticulous planning and careful execution help sway Chance's hand. A strategy leading to success, even in small steps.
Wow.
I just hit the
One
mobs.
small step for man.
Yeah,
I don't
just
plan.
hit
Giant
mobs,
leap
I
for
think.
mankind.
I think we need to hit mobs and
Let's go. Oh, I failed.
good try.
As you say, we shall do.
Face plant.
Boom.
Face
All right,
plant.
let's go get some elixir, boys.
Answer.
I think I could have
Straight
done
on
that
back.
better.
Well, I'm going to take care of this PO point.
Hey, flipper boy.
Hey,
You're gonna go straight on.
Yeah, I'm going to go straight on too. I just triggered this POI, so I'm taking care of it.
I'll show you my one if you show me your one.
Let's save that for after the recording.
I'm leaving.
God,
You're welcome, everyone. All right, you guys love scavs too, right? This is gonna be great. We got Tenos, the Omniscient. Your task is to scavenge the items.
Yeah.
Though some may experience misery through Chance's hand, some may find the excitement absolutely delightful.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Go! Scav time!
Skepto!
I'm not in a group, but I'll go straight back. I don't know who's going that way.
I don't know. I'm just
got
going.
This way.
Which way you say you were going?
To the left.
Is there a turn in this room? My hunter didn't pick up a turn in the first room. Here's a turn in the second room. Nothing up there. No. I'm just going back. I'm going on back.
Oh, hi, Korey.
Oh, hello there.
Well,
Nice
hello.
seeing you here.
Yeah.
All right, so
Can
the
we
only
get
thing I need
the
is
jar?
one more jar or one more blood vial.
Okay, I
How you
don't
doing,
have
Korey?
any.
Find anything? Find everything you need?
Getting there. I need a skeleton skull still.
What's that? Ores, isn't it?
Yepers.
Do you have a jar, Bed, perchance?
Yes, I do.
Could I borrow a jar?
Sure thing.
But and when I say borrow, obviously I'm never going to give it back to you. Just to be clear on
Fair
that.
enough,
Oh no, wait, I
fair
finished. I forgot. Ah!
Oh, no,
I
take
need-
it out.
How do I do this? What am I doing?
What is
Okay,
happening?
okay. I think I've taken it out. Is this yours?
That was the stupidest thing.
I completely forgot that putting it in would finish my thing.
Oh yes, I don't want to do that too early. I need my partner in crime.
It was
So.
Rob and I just cycling through our offhand items trying to get it to stop going.
That's hilarious. No, just spell click it. You know. That's so
Okay, well,
good.
I have
Do you have the
finished
jar you need?
theoretically. I do. Is there anything else you need?
I need a skull and some blood vials.
Okay,
I
no,
need
we
blood
have
vials as
neither of
well.
those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Put in a little note. You want to? So, I mean, you want to hang with us for a little bit and see if we can come up
Sure,
with the stuff
yeah.
everybody needs? All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Cool.
go. Which direction, Rob?
I guess we can go further this way, maybe? Which way did you come from, Korey?
I
This
think
way?
I came from the west.
Okay, so this is still different. I like that.
Cool. I'm going away from the portal is the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
But with 19
Makes more
minutes, we should be good. We just need to find those coin piles. We could use a dragon room about now. Is what we could use.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going downstairs, see if
I
I can
need some
find
ore
anything.
POIs.
We should go that way. I'll go this way.
It's a big guy. Yeah,
Oh, those are good for black mob essence. Oh, I got another big guy over here.
You finished your black mob essence, haven't you?
Yeah, but I'm just saying if anybody needs one, I'll grab it while I can.
Oh, there's a...
There's a dungeon here. You boys
Ooh.
fancy a dungeon?
Yeah, you could
It's
probably take on a
extreme
dungeon.
difficulty. Living
I'm
type.
not sure I want to get into the extreme. But it is living, but
I got a creeper eye.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, that hurts a lot.
yeah,
I don't want to be here anymore.
I suddenly decided I no longer want to live here.
Extreme is a little too much.
If it was like easy or like normal, I'd be like, sure, why not? But
I'm gonna have a look because I'm slightly higher level, so
oh, good luck. They hurt hard.
Yeah, it hurt.
They hurt a lot.
I lost
No,
like a row
actually-
of hearts immediately.
Yeah.
if I blocked them off, then I would go. But it seems more dangerous than it needs to be.
Yeah. What we were going south. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We can. Did we look upstairs? I don't think we looked upstairs yet. Did we?
Oh, I got the
There's a
skull.
lot of mobs.
I got
Nice.
it. Let's go.
Nice.
Nice.
So we just need
some blood
cold
vials.
piles.
Twin piles, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, quite moist in here all of a sudden.
Yeah. It really got out of hand really quickly.
You know, you don't have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom. You can just go whenever you need to.
Yeah. It looks like someone did.
Yeah.
I keep hearing
Okay.
spiders.
Oh, there's a living POI.
Sorry.
Fake living.
Minor panic. Don't mind me.
Some living down there.
Oh, baby fat boy.
Oh, this is
Oh,
the
the
worst.
worst. Actually, I'll raise you. It's a baby fat one with a trident. I've had one of those before.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds horrible.
That was brutal.
Yep.
Living, POI. This wooden.
Ah, spider champion. Oh, God.
Oh. Where you at? Upstairs?
So, we've done our third vault. I said that really Irish. So, we did our third vault, and we did have a few casualties.
Yeah.
F's in the chat for the casualties.
Seji's back. We're good.
But they're back. We resurrected them. A little bit of necromancy, a little bit of hoo-ha here and there. And we're all back together. So we're going to be doing the last vault now, which I assume is going to be even harder. But if we do complete this one, we'll be able to go to the mainland and touch grass.
Touch grass!
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that it's in that direction over there, behind Code Space.
Idona the Malevolent. Your task is to defeat your guardians. Defeat the guardians. Fortune quickly obtained is equally fleeting. Feeling one's greed is imprudent.
Go.
Let's just
Let's
all
go.
go together.
Yeah, I think we could just go together,
I think
honestly.
we're just
Yeah,
gonna
let's all go
find it
together.
where it would be
I thank you for that speech, by the way, Fuzzy. That's
So everyone's straight on, everyone.
Yeah, but Vert, you're not going to have to be...
All right.
You can't turn Vert.
no.
It's going to hurt
this
you.
is-
Did somebody
illegal.
ping the room? There might be one in here.
No.
There isn't.
All right. To the
I didn't
next,
want to
to
ping
the
my
next.
ping, but
I did.
Let's-
Swear,
you know
if I
what?
get one shot
Let's
by
all
this thing-
let's all not use Storm Arrow. Let's actually
There's
try and
not-
do this.
I don't think there's one here either.
No.
A little bit.
There's something down here at least, Ali.
Let's clear out the
Let's
room.
clear the bottom spawners.
Yeah, there is one down here.
There we go.
Ow.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
No,
Nice.
there's not powdered snow yet anymore.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna.
It's like everything is just dying.
Well,
Was it
hopefully
an
it's
altar?
the...
Okay, it is a thing. Okay, I'm gonna get somewhere safe. Real quick.
Are we
Just,
ready clear downstairs?
Do the old 2
Yep.
block pillar cheese. Okay.
Apart from over here.
I feel safe.
think,
Ish.
maybe? Everything's clear. Apart from
Okay.
Hang on
that
one
guy.
second. Hold on. I gotta get rid of this water.
Oh, there they are.
they did it already.
It spawned right in front of me!
Surprise!
Fuzzy, where you're at, Fuzzy.
I was trying to get rid of the
What?
water, and this is the next thing I know.
There's guardians.
Live C-dubs!
I'm ready.
Oh no, there's a storm arrow.
I thought
There
C-dubs
we
was
go.
gonna die, so
We're
I
using
dropped
the
one.
storm arrow.
I was just trying to save C-dubs, okay? My
I like
boy was in
behind, so I
trouble.
saw nothing.
I appreciate it.
All right, 1 of 3
Quite interesting
down.
footage for me.
Forward.
Keep going south.
Who clicked the monolith? Or the
know.
obelisk?
No,
I'm gonna blame Korey.
All I hear is chuckling.
It's Korey. It's definitely Korey. I would never.
There's
do
one
that.
upstairs. There's one upstairs.
Scared,
Upstairs?
scared.
Okay.
Upstairs.
Let me take
Yeah,
this.
You know
yeah,
how
I
much?
see wall.
Yeah.
Gonna
be
I
three.
like how other people went for that ice block.
Click it, click it.
Oh, God.
Where are
Only
they?
click it if C-dubs is beside you.
Where are they? Where are they?
found mobs.
Buddy. Wow.
It's raining.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, there's lots of mobs raining.
Aw.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
this?
doing the
bit?
storm arrow.
Ow! Ooh! Ooh!
Ow.
What's this? bit?
Did it die?
You're good.
Ooh!
You
Got my
good?
potion.
From thermal.
Got my potion.
Yeah, it's from thermal.
Alright, it's the
I'm
monolith.
okay.
I love
you
having
good?
C-dubs here, actually. I'm level, what, 15?
Rob,
It was raining blobs, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
Oh, here it
Here they
goes.
are.
Here it goes. Oh, you got him.
I'm on
that.
it
you
with
did that.
I did it.
I'm just, you
Glad
guys
you
got
did
it.
that.
You guys got it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
Code was whispering in my ear, Rob, pointing at the monolith.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Yeah,
I will take
I
responsibility.
think there might be one up there. I thought I saw a particle, but...
Yeah, okay.
it is.
Yep.
Oh,
I think.
there they are.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
The
go.
final,
wait, don't-
the final
wait.
boys. The final
Don't kill
boys.
them all yet. Let people
The
get
final
here. Let people
boys.
get here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah,
There they
yeah.
go.
Yeah, let's go.
Where's the other guys? Hey, bring him down. Send him down here.
Upstairs.
Send him down here. Bring him
Send him
down.
down.
There
Yeah.
Fireball.
Javelin. Oh, they hurt.
Oh, wow. They really hurt.
Yeah.
Got him.
Where's the other one?
Yeah.
Where's the other
Chase
one
him
going?
down.
Down here. Down here.
Chase him down.
You
Ah!
guys are brutal.
Savage.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these guys.
We
Done
did
it,
it.
lads.
We did it. That was not
We
bad.
did it.
Three.
Woo.
Lovely.
2,000 XP for that. Nice.
We have completed.
Whoa.
You got levels?
That was a lot
I
of
am
levels.
nearly level 30.
Wow.
This is your overlord Dowski. You've done the deed. You may
Oh wow!
Watch out for snowballs. It's snowing. Guys, they're proud of us.
Oh my
They love us. They really love us.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is amazing. Best celebration than ever.
I can't hear a thing.
Let's
I'm
go.
flying.
I smashed my face straight into the wall.
Fly
Oh,
through
look
the
at
portal.
this.
Through the
Wow.
portal. Yeah, bonus points.
Oh, look at the
Oh,
wonderful
oh, oh.
land we have.
We've made it.
It looks lovely.
Oh, that's a finish.
It's land.
A whole
Like
new
birds and
world.
Welcome back to the Leftovers SMP here for some more Vault Hunters. Today is a day for a bit of an operation recovery mission because unfortunately I have died multiple times in a row and I don't have any gold left and it is a bit difficult to recover my body when I don't have enough gold. So let's go over to the spirit extractor here and see what we got going on. Yeah, 72 gold is what we need to recover our stuff here, and let's check and see how much I have in the system. I know I have not played in a while, so we got some work to do here. 7 vault gold is all I have left out of the 72 that I need. So yeah, we're a bit far off on that, so I think it's time to dig through some of our old gear, try to get a little bit of a backup set going, and start hopefully getting a little recovery going so we can try to catch up to some of the others on the server and actually make some more progress forward. So if we're going to try to do a little bit of a recovery mission here, I think it's going to be necessary for me to recreate a new set of gear and possibly change out a bunch of my skills and abilities. So I really kind of have to go through and figure out what it is that I actually have left over for different gear pieces. Level 54. We could actually use this chest plate now. I think Vert gave us this one because it's got the +4 lucky cry on it, which is a pretty sweet legendary roll. But I don't have a ton of extra gear, so that's going to be interesting. These are the 3 pieces I had on that have soulbound on them. So we got a legendary increase attack damage, We've got some legendary resistance, and I've got some health. But I don't think I'm going to go back to the lucky hit life leech if we're going to rebuild a new set here. So we're going to have to try to see what I got. I guess I could repair this one. It's a pretty good health and resistance rolls on there. Maybe these pants could be good. I don't know if I want to use these pants. Well, I mean, these pants are not going to last very much longer anyway, so probably not that good there. I don't know if I really need ability power too much. Some 12 on the boots there. Those wouldn't be too bad. How are these boots? 12 armor, 6 armor. I'd like to get some that are a little bit higher rarity, like these rare ones, because then we get a few more slots on there. Maybe just some extra health and healing efficiency. I mean, we don't really have a lot of options here, let's be honest. So I might pull this one back into the mix actually and see how that works. We could throw on the Giant's Heart and a spare magnet that we have. I mean, this isn't going to be pretty by any means, but it might just have to be what does the job for now. I think we'll be all right with our sword because that's got pretty good damage. The tools is the thing that's probably actually going to suck the most. We could pick up this extra belt that I have. If we put on the Giant's Heart, how well does that work? That gives us a lot of extra hearts. So that's pretty good. We don't have any of our feeding upgrades or any of that kind of stuff, which is kind of brutal, honestly. Do we have any repair cores, or can we make some repair cores? That will be a good question, because we need at least one of those. Let's see if we can make 2, possibly. We need 1 for sure on here to be able to do a vault with that. So let's repair this guy. We probably should find some emeralds, because I always forget to enchant up our boots with things like Depth Strider and Feather Falling. So let's go ahead and do that, because that'll give us a little bit extra protection against my, stupid behaviors inside the vault. I don't have any XP, of course. Man, dying is such a pain in the butt when you don't have the gold for it, but kind of taking this as a little bit of a challenge here. A lot of times I get sort of frustrated when I die multiple times and don't have the gold to get all this stuff back, so it makes it challenging to continue progressing, but we'll try to take it as a little challenge here without too much assistance, see if we can try and get ourselves back on our feet here a little bit. So that gives me that. Probably don't need to repair that quite yet, but pretty close. Yeah, and those are going to need to be repaired before too long. I should have checked actually in here. I wonder if any of the gear that I put in this is actually good. No, this is all pretty low level stuff, so not too worried about that. Can I possibly... No, that's all full of junk. Just gonna see if I could yoink something from there. Do we have it? We're gonna have to make some new tools too, which is gonna be kind of annoying. How about this pouch? We don't need to take those, I don't think. Hopefully I can make some new pouches, because I think I need at least 2 belts really in order to be mostly good. So let's see if we have the resources for those. We can make these. Do we have magic silk blocks? Make like 8 of those, and then can we make a few pouches? 1, 2, 3, 4 does it take to make a belt? So we need 2 doubles. 1 and 2. And doop and doop. Okay, so we can make an extra belt, which is good. Do I have any dye? How about a blue one? Let's go ahead and dye this guy like fully blue so we know the difference between the two pretty easily. Put these away for now. And then we have that. Can we put this? What do I normally have here? Oh, do I not have that other one saved? Dang, the one I had on my back, I never ended up saving the stuff for those. That's kind of annoying. All right, well, that's a problem for, I guess, when we get inside the vault. Can we make another tool? What kind of tools are we using? We could probably make vaulterite tools. Maybe. We can make enough, I guess, for like one tool. We at least need to be able to make a chest breaker so that we can get looting. So let's go ahead and we'll make one of these guys. We'll throw it in there right away and have to check through our affinities. We're gonna need a bucket of water for sure. Can I make another compass? Make one of those. I'm about to see all the things that we're out of here. Oh, we don't even have enough gold for this? Are you kidding me? Oh, we are very, very broke. Okay, so I can't even make a vault compass because I don't have enough gold to make netherite. We could probably go find that in the nether. What else goes on the bar here? We would need a new what's it called? Potion? One of these guys? Probably. Oh yeah, we can't make that because we don't have enough. Okay, we can't make any of those because we don't have enough gold, so we got to go get some more gold. We can try to make a new tool. So we'll need all of our affinities. It's like well, let's look at some of these combo ones first before we get too carried away. Because coin affinity and axing would be a good combo one to get. How about a living affinity? We do need a small wooden. We don't really need wooden affinity. I don't think. We need a small ornate. Gilded. Living. And we got coin. That's all the affinities there. And then what do we need? Item quantity, item rarity type stuff. I don't know if I want to waste the copiously though, but item rarity would be good. Could probably grab that one. Coin affinity and item quantity. Difficult decisions here. Let's see what we got with just these first. Okay, we got tons of capacity left on there. So we could put a whole bunch of, like, do we have trap disarm and stuff? Let's see what we got. I know I have a lot of coin, or a lot of these jewels left to use, so have any legendaries? I don't know if I want to waste a legendary on it right now, though. Maybe just grab a bunch of these ones. And some more item. Do any like combo? I probably want more rarity, I would say. Item rarity, item rarity, item rarity, item rarity. See what this does for us here. Trap disarm. 23. Do we have like a 23? We got 22. I don't want to have to take 2 of them off there. See if we got a 21 that we can put on there. Is it? I don't think it's worth putting like mining speed or anything like that on. Ooh, 34 item rarity, legendary item rarity. 19. We could just put this one on there, I guess. How's that look? Coin Infinity, Action, Ornate, Gilded Living, Durability, Item Rarity, Trap Disarm. I mean, it's not great, but it would do the job for now. And we, of course, get emeralds and make sure we put efficiency on here. Efficiency 5, breaking. That covers that. What else do we need to do? Okay, now I guess that we have some gear at least. We'll try to redo a few of our skills here. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, but I think for sure we're going to go ahead and get rid of the life leech for now because I don't have any lucky hit at the moment. And I will probably get rid of these two as well. So that will give us that. I think it might be worth getting rid of Ova for now and going with something more damage based. Yeah, let's try that. I think we're gonna get rid of Nova. And because of that, I'm gonna get rid of Frostbite. Because the Frostbite was based off of the Nova. So we'll just go here. We'll get rid of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab Javelins ×2. We have that keybound already, which doesn't work. So let's go ahead and make sure we have that button number 4 rebound. So we'll go ahead with javelins. I wonder if I should take a variant of that. Piercing javelin, scatter javelin, sight javelin. What is my current damage at? Attack damage 13, but if I grab this sword, attack damage 61. So it's honestly not super great, but that is probably one of the best things I have at the moment. So probably just stick with the regular javelin for now. We could probably unlearn this. Oh man, I can never hit the right keys here. Probably gonna unlearn this storm arrow for now. And maybe go for something a little different. I don't know, we got the javelins. Hunter might not be a bad thing to take, but maybe we go something like a little extra speed. It probably would be good to take a little bit of these mastery skills. What about this? We could do increased damage to your javelins. Let's do that for like a few points. Gives a javelin conducting power, makes it able to transfer on hit effects. Except lucky hit. Ooh, that would actually be pretty good to have. Maybe we'll take a couple levels in that. Throw power. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do a little javelin expertise stuff here. And then I think I might actually just take the last 4 points here in speed and try this out. So this will be a completely different build than before. So now we have mostly just our javelins and our attack. Do we still have... We don't still have the battle cry, right? Oh, we do. We could get rid of the... We definitely should unspec the lucky cry, I think. Is what it's called? Battle cry? Yeah, choice flask for battle cry. Let's go ahead and grab that. And now I'm gonna just double check, what does this actually do? Battle cry is gonna do extra damage, so we can still keep that, I think. All right, there we go. We got the compass, and I did make a few of these crystals I had laying around down to level 50, so hopefully they're not too challenging. But with our new scrap together gear, we're gonna try to go ahead and get ourselves through a successful vault, with the end goal eventually of trying to get 72 gold. Might take us more than one to get there, but we're gonna try to make a little bit of recovery here at least. And hopefully by doing this also, it'll help me to actually have a full set of backup gear, because eventually I'm sure this might happen again where we run out of gold and we can't get all our stuff back. So if we can work on getting a nice collection of stuff here so we do have a backup set, that would be really, really nice. All right, here we go. So we're trying out brand new build now, which is kind of fun actually, because I've been wanting to get a little bit more into trying out different vault builds and whatnot. So we'll see how these guys are. I don't really have a good ore mining tool now. I'm gonna have to use my one that we were using before as our wooden chest breaker tool. So try that, see what happens here. So far, okay, it's a little anticlimactic start. These guys aren't too bad. I don't know why that went right through that guy's face. I'm trying to see how good the damage is. Yeah, not too bad. I think on the tougher guys it might take a couple hits, but we should be able to one-shot like the horde mobs, the easier guys with the javelin, which is a nice at least. I don't know if I want to go into the like piercing or something different possibly, but we'll see how it goes a little bit here. Because even when I get my stuff back, this could end up being a little bit more of a viable alternate build to try out too. I know a lot of what I was going off of was the lucky hit that we had on some of the gear from earlier, but I need to start collecting a little bit more gear so we have a few more options when it comes to the gear that and stuff that we can use, because eventually the gear we have is going to break and we're going to need new replacements for it anyway. So guys from earlier. Okay, we got a lodestone down in the first room here and an altar. Ooh, Easter bunny. Hello, sir. No, bad bunny. This is probably going to do a lot of damage to my tool here, but it's okay. Tools are replaceable. Don't be afraid to damage your tool. I kind of just want to go for that right away. Kill assassin mobs. Are these assassin mobs? No. Oh, the slimes are assassin mobs, though. Ooh, that was a good knockback. Excuse me, sir. Please remove yourself from this vault. Thank you. 28 of them. That's going to be interesting. We're going to have to try to find some big boy slimers. Oh, yeah. Give me all that black opal. Nice. Ooh, hear that copiously just going off like crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Ores aren't really exactly what I need for recovery right now, but hey, if we can get them, we're going to get them. Let's see if I can get up and out of here and head on. Realistically, anything we can find for like a coin POI is going to be huge right now. So yeah, that's going to be a really important thing for us to try to find. I feel like, I don't know, the damage is so much less to go piercing javelins, but I feel like the advantage of doing damage to more than just one mob at a time would probably be pretty significant. So I might have to try that. I don't know, maybe scatter would be good. I'll have to play around with those a little bit. Like, it's nice to be able to take out one mob with a javelin, but I guess the regular javelins are probably better for, like, tank mobs than they are for, like, larger quantity. Ow. I don't really have any, ability to do crowd control or anything. Holy turtles. Jeez. Sir. That was scary. Well, which I guess we also have, I forget about the battle cry that we have as well, which we might have to try to remember. And I also have to remember that I don't have any life leech anymore, so I have to rely on my heal and my vial more. Before I was trying to go away from using the vial as much. Ooh, ouch. Hey, Birch joined us. Ow, sir, stop it. Rude. That was an accident. We're popping abilities left and right. I don't know if I went downstairs over there, but when's the other assassin mobs? Are turtles assassin mobs? Interesting. Okay, we'll have to figure that out because we got 6.5 minutes left. Ooh, Uber Pylon? It's a strength. Uber strength plus. Are you serious? 10 strength for 5 minutes? Excuse me? Excuse me? 10 strength? Dude, that's a lot of strength. Is it not? Feels like a lot. Sir, ow. Stop it. I'm too distracted. Quit hurting me in the face. Oh god. More assassin mobs. That's good. I'm in trouble. Run for your life. Jeez. This place is brutal. The turtles are probably assassin mobs too, right? Makes sense. Oh, jeez. Okay. Die, turtle. Get wrecked. Get out of here. Okay, I was distracted. Everything's fine. Maybe. Everything will probably be fine. Why are there so many of those little guys? Stop. Leave me alone. Ooh, the knockback on the javelin's kind of a big deal. Quit spawning your children. Okay, we could do this. Assassin mobs become assassinated. Oh, the downstairs areas are so scary. So many things spawn in at once. Why are you just stuck there? I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna deal with it. Deal with it. Nice. Okay. That was sketchy. Everything's fine though. Oh, I forgot about this part of the problem. Yeah, let's that explains why my magnet's not sucking everything up. That is one thing that is quite difficult to deal with when you get to higher levels and you don't have the right lootability, is your inventory just ends up garbage filled. All the garbage. Get wrecked, sir. Ha. Oh, I thought he didn't have time to get his babies off. Get your babies away from me. I'm not babysitting today. Yoink. We're doing okie dokie on elixir for now. We're just gonna get all these wooden chests. I mean, I guess I need coins badly, but if I do complete the vault, I should get coins in completion crates as well. Something break? Sounded like something broke for a second there. Hopefully not. Yoink. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Moving on. It's already over there. Going up and out. We go up, up and up, up, up. It's over here. And ow. Yeah, we need you. How many more do we need? Several. Okay, we definitely need to find some slimers. This is actually really good. How many of these guys are we gonna get here? Like 6? Perfect. Need like one more medium-sized slime of some kind. Let's try to get that here quickly. Oh, that was failed. Can I go up here, please? Give my water back. Yes, slimes. I need you in my life. And I need you to leave also. Yeah, we get it. We did a thing. Woo! My real boy. Ooh, ornates. Yeah, we need gear too. Gear and coins. I hate her. Many little feats. Ugh. Quit it. Ooh, a champion turtle. Beware. I want all the gear. Please don't punch me off. I hear a man's. Oh, trap. Come on, man. Ooh, yeah. Elixir for days. Just put all this in here. This is just going to be backpack full of crap. Ooh. Okay, everything's fine. Thought I was going to fall for a second. That was scary. There's a lot of turtles down there. I'm just going to let my mana regen for a hot second here while I go try to loot these chests and not fall to my death, please. Thank you. Oh, God. It's trying to brick me. It's rude. Extra damage. Oh, wow. That turtle hits hard. The champion snapper. Oh, gosh, this is where bad things happen. Bad things happen to good people. Give me some regen. Okay, the champion fell down below. You guys are not taking damage nearly as fast as I would like you to. Sir. There we go. We got it. Crowd control. Crowd control. Ow. The slapping. These are just rude. A life leech on this guy. Close your mouth. Ow. And I'm not doing very much damage to him at all. Give me that regen for a second. I don't have my javelin. Ow, what was that? Rude. Here, you take one too, jerk. Excuse me. There'll be enough of that. Ow. I will kill this guy. I refuse to be a loser. Oh, dude, he's leeching my brain, though. Ooh, okay, maybe I will be a loser. Please hold. That's the problem, is he's life leeching off of me. I can't do damage fast enough. Okay, I'm gonna run away. I might not be a loser, but I will be okay with being a coward as long as it means I don't die again. I can't afford to continue dying. And I guess now I've already lost everything, but yeah, I would lose this also, which would not be great. We don't want that. Did I get a thingy? I don't know if I did or not. Shall we go again? Aw, dungeon mobs? You're kidding me, right? Man, my mana regen is terrible compared to what it was before. Okay, well, I guess I gotta attempt to find a dungeon. Not a treasure door. Dungeon, please. Woo! Ouch. Oh, so good at this game. Hey, how about this? This is a vendor. I don't have any money. Of course, you got cool stuff in here. Too broke to go shopping. Just rude. Yeah, this is for your champion cousin who's a jerk to me. Yeah, my stuff is pretty full. These guys aren't giving a whole ton of elixir, are they? Okay, we gotta go find some more good chests. Man, having to eat on my own again is also not optimal. Suboptimal ratings. About downstairs. I don't know which of the chests are gonna be good. Oh, ornate's gotta be good, right? Ornates are always good because we could use the extra gear anyway right now. We're either gonna get enough stuff to get our old gear back, or we're gonna build up a set just as good. Oh yeah, those are money. Money. Nice. What is this? This is manor? Where are your manners? I don't know this sword. I think it's a slowness con or something. Yeah, refill that mana. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe we'll go this way. At least these guys are pretty easy to deal with. Some of the others, not so much. Another vendor. I can't shop right now. I don't think we're gonna get this dungeon one done. Ow. Stop it. Can't see. I don't see any. How do I get out of here? I don't see any dungeons. Oh, look at the elixir going up. Vert must be doing work over there. So let's see. I know in the first room there is a... whatchamacallit. There's one up there too. Did I go up here yet? A little ore pile. And I'm not gonna try to worry about like maximizing these vaults, I don't think. I'm gonna worry about like survival and getting like completion crates, because that will give me more gear, a little bit of coinage, all that good stuff. So oh, I was not as close as I thought I was. Whoa. Woo. Ah, there's the second one. Sir. Thank you. Wow, we got a lot of soul shards. And I don't have a soul shard bag, so I didn't have any ender pearls. Is that all that's up here? Oh, dang it. Boink. It's over there. You can go that way. Yeah. Nailed it. Oh god. Bloop. And bloop. And we're good. Sweet. We did it. I survived. Yeah. It's just. Totally forgot that leaving the vault just leaves Vert with a curse. Well, I managed to make it through a couple of vaults without dying in a row, which has been pretty nice since that's been a little problem we've been having. So let's go check out how we're doing on the progress and trying to get ourselves back to where we left off a while ago. So we've done, I think, 3 or so vaults now in a row without dying. Didn't complete them all, but we managed to get ourselves 13 gold. I think I was up to 15, but I did use a little bit to try to make some new gear or whatever. So we're still rocking some leftover gear here. I'm going to switch back to these increased attack damage boots just to try to give myself a little bit more damage, because we are struggling a little bit on the level 54 stuff to be able to fight all the guys and whatnot. But the road to recovery continues. In the next episode, we're going to keep working on trying to get ourselves back to either being able to buy our soul back over there, or maybe eventually we'll just get better gear than we had to begin with. So thanks for coming to hang out with me today, and hopefully you'll join me again soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Vault Hunters on the leftovers SMP. To get things started off today here, we're going to release our little vault child in the pit over here and see if we can get some goodies. I don't remember who exactly ran this vault for us. Hey, come back here, kid. Sir? Don't, oh, come on now. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to be this hard to catch. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? And now you're dead. Ooh, look at all that. Do we get a bunch of ores? Where'd everything go? Somewhere in here? Maybe in this? Is it in this one? Oh, that was very empty. Is that all we got? A couple little goodies? Okay, well, you know, I'm not going to complain. Better than nothing. Thank you for whoever ran that one. I don't remember who ran that doll. Maybe I sent one to Code. I think could have been where it went, but that is okie dokie. There we go. We'll get those fortuned up. Did I ruin the base? Nope. I think we're good there. We got some plans today because today's moving day. We're going to move out of the skull here, hopefully, and at least get some things started and ready to go so that we can begin our new base over at Booty Shores. Welcome over to Booty Shores. This is going to be our new place for a new base, and we got a whole lot of space. See what I did there? Yeah, we've got a pretty cool spot here set up and kind of claimed along the shoreline, so we can do some cool boat stuff with the beaches and all that. Want to kind of make a sort of industrial drunken pirate village of sorts, I think, around the area here. We got lots of room to work with. However, this chest I'm standing on, well, I was going to say it's completely empty, but all it has in it is cobblestone. And we're going to need all of our items over here. So I'm going to have to work on getting all of our stuff transferred from the pirate skull over to here. And I've been trying to set up a system with the wireless transmitters and receivers, but I've been having a problem getting them to work. So I think what we're going to need to do here is I've unlocked the ability to make weirding gadgets, which allows me to do a little bit of chunk loading. This will make sure that we can load the other base along with this base at the same time, being able to transfer items. So I've been waiting for these little guys to grow up, which this guy has now done. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the world. Can you please become a cleric? Yes. Okay, so we're trying to get this guy to trade us ender pearls, because that's the one thing I'm missing from the recipe for this deal. So hopefully we can get this guy to do that. We're getting a little redstone and lapis along the way, which actually is not too bad of a deal. And then, yeah, we'll get a little glowstone from you too. Sure, please give me an ender pearl trade. Otherwise, you're going to have to go in a hole with the rest of the guys that didn't make the cut. Okay, there we go. He's doing it. We did it. Amazing. Thank you, sir. You can stay living for now. So that's going to be good, but we're going to have to head back to base here and try to get this guy set up because we need ourselves a little chunk loadificator in order to make this work. So, let's see if we can go down here and get the rest of the goodies for this. Now, we'll make that one of these guys. I think I have the gold and everything. Boom. Okay, so I think we can just use this. I don't think we have to convert it to the other one. And then I need to make sure I have my other parts here. Importer, maybe a few more cables. Just to see if this works. Oh, that's right. I'm going to need the network card for this, which is upstairs. So we have to do a little bit of back and forth still, because I have to relink this to that. So we'll eat up some of these. I think if I just put this down, it should load this chunk. And then I can grab this, if I'm understanding this correctly. Okay, we're gonna try this out. So that's gonna go there. The server's backing up, so it might get a little bit of lagginess here. Over to Booty Shores. We're going to find a good spot for this deal. Let's see. I'm thinking I can put this right inside of here potentially. If we put a cable like so. I don't know if that's touching anything. Is that going to light up? Oh yeah, we have to do this first. So if we shift right click on that, that'll link that up, right? And then back over to the Pirate Island. So now that network card is linked to the wireless transmitter. I don't remember which one's which. Okay, this is a transmitter, so we're going to put that in there. That should link up 1,381 blocks. Hopefully now that this chunk is loaded, if we go back over here, please tell me this is going to work, because I spent 5 knowledge stars on that stupid little gadget. Let's go here and see. No. What in the heck? Is that not linked up to these? It is. Okay. Interesting. I swear I thought this was gonna work this time around. Oh, maybe it'll work now. Let's see. Loop. Zoom. Is it working? It's working. Okay, so I think I got it to work. Yeah, okay. Let's go. That's all my stuff. Let's go. Woo. So now that we got the wireless connection up to power that other system over there, I'm hoping that we can easily transfer some items. If I go ahead and disconnect my drawers here, because these will be able to move over manually. And then I want to go up to where the rest of our storage is here in this big colossal chest on top. We're going to dig down into here. And I'm hoping that if I disconnect this from this system here, this should essentially disconnect all of what's in there down below. Oh, we got that thing on their head. That's fine. So I'm going to go and put this on extract and see if we can't get ourselves a little bit of a pipe here that pulls out from this over here and into this. So that should just start pulling random stuff out of this chest here, I think. Let me double check down below to make sure this isn't connected. Basically, this should be empty now. Yeah, so it's not connected to our drawers. That's not connected to that chest. So if we do that, I think we can move the transmitter. Yeah, probably. How's this gonna work? I think I can grab this. That may or may not ruin part of the linking plan, but we're gonna find out here in a second. So if I go back up here, the plan is to go down here. So we can hook up to this, which should be connected to that same system down below. Okay, so that's still connected, hopefully, to that. And then if we come over to here, I think we can do something like this. And that should start importing. Yes. If I understand this correctly, we should be able to go over to the new base and see items beginning to go into this chest, if I did this right. If not, I don't know where they're going to end up exactly, but no. They might be going back somewhere else. Oh, this is probably because that's not loaded now. Oh, we might have to relink that, actually. Where are those going to, then, if they're not going back into the system? Now I'm confused. If we relink this, this should be on higher priority for now. Once we link this back together, I think the items will go here. Okay, those are pulling out of there. I think that's the only place they can go right now, right? Because this is not... Oh no, they're going back in here. No, where's that? Wait, what is that even connected to? It's not connected to the drawers. Wait. How is it going into here? What? I'm confused. What else is that connected to? Oh, I bet you I know. Maybe? No, maybe I don't know. It's not connected to there. What else is it even here? Oh, they are going here. Okay. Sweet. That's good, right? Where were they going, though? Priority 50. Okay, I think that makes some sense, possibly. There we go. You can see items swiftly flowing in to here, and they should be ending up in this chest. I forgot that when you open a colossal chest, you can't actually see the updates. So if we look at the grid here, you can see all those items are getting sucked out of the other colossal chest into the barrel and then remotely transported through the wireless transmitter receiver combo over to our new chest. So all of our goodies will be stored here instead of at the spawn chunks. Now that I've got all my stuff transferred over to the new system, moved over my crafting grid here, got everything stored away in the new chest. I got my drawers hooked up down below, so we got all our goodies like vault suites, emeralds, all that good junk hidden down below. I think we can finally get started here, being able to build up a new base area now that we got all the stuff that we need to start working on that. But before we get into that, I want to go back to spawn because I believe there's something new that's popped up that we got to check out. Now, I'm not particularly sure how I'm supposed to get up there, but let's see. Do I have an elytra? Yeah, let's just do this. Can I go? Whee! Can we make it in one? Yes. Okay, this is Vert's old base, and I believe he has moved on to a new location now, but this place looks sick. Check this out. We're going to do some cool stuff with decorations and whatnot. Ooh, there's a thingy here. Cool. The Gates of Creation. Nice. Okay, so I think it's this thing over here, if I remember correctly. Oh, look, my name. Nice. And, oh, check this out. What do we got going on here? Epic scoreboard objective, maximum cakeage. Okay, so I think Vert's trying to do a little challenge here throughout the server to see who can get the most caked up, and we're definitely going to try to participate, I do believe. So here's all the rules. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is first place. Somebody didn't turn the book back. Shame on you. Welcome to the first Leftovers Play Vault Hunters competitive vault tournament. Sheesh, that's a mouthful. In the first tournament, we'll be indulging ourselves and engorging ourselves even on cakes. I can't read correctly. Iskell, I believe that at a certain number of cakes, we could earn some sumo transmog set. Ooh, nice. Yeah, for being all fat and cake eating. Rules are thus. Okay, so here's some rules. You must be alone in the vault. You must the vault must be your level. I can read. You must provide evidence of your cake eating performance in video form or screenshot. The vault and screen now shows cakes eaten by layer buff. Ooh, sweet. You may run as many cake vaults as you like. Only one seal provided to competitors. So I don't think you can craft those anymore, so they can be a little tricky to get. I did see one in my system, though, as we were transferring stuff around. You must have fun, or else. Okay, no promises. No hiding your score. Compete. Okay, prizes, goodie bags, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all kinds of good stuff. So, yeah, and Vert's got an epic scoreboard here, it looks like. I don't know how you do anything with this, but we're gonna try to make some cakes happen and put them in our belly, and then Vert's gonna tell us if we're a big winner or not. So let's go ahead and yoink one of these, because they did say that we get one of these. Hello, sir. And let's just go ahead and do this, maybe. Oh yeah, this is the perfect entrance to an epic challenge. Let's see how many cakes we can put in our cake hole. Oh yeah, let's go.
Hello.
Hello there.
What's up, Korey?
I've been expecting you.
Oh, have you?
Surprise.
How you feeling?
Good.
Oh, that sword is sick. What is that?
Dark Blade.
Where did you get that?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I think it's damage, maybe something or other.
Whoa.
I don't know. I've had it for a while. It's my overworld sword.
Ah,
It's super fancy.
very fancy.
Level 22, high class,
Oh, yeah. That's
limited
gonna do.
edition. You know.
Well, that part's true. Actually, I still have never seen it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I wish it. Is there a way to know? Like,
I don't know if it's one of those ones that like just triggers at the end of the vault. I don't think so.
I think that's maybe where it came from, but I have no idea.
I see it in there. I think.
Oh, I got it.
But I don't have it.
I don't know. I got it a long time ago, I think.
Lucky or beastly. Did you get your cake stuff?
Well, anyway, that's why, I wanted you to come over here, because I was a little confused, because this stuff actually showed up after I did the whole, like, cake challenge vault thingy.
Oh.
So, I figured I would just call up my buddy Vertalicious over here and see if you could, explain to me what the whole cake thing's about, and then 2, show me how to use the scoreboard, because I'm stupid.
Fair. Oh, no, it's not stupidity. I mean, it's fair if you were stupid too, but like, that's not what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's just start.
It's a little both.
First part is this is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
The cake itself, of course, but also whatever's inside of this little doodad here.
I see. I'm
trinket
actually very
sponsor.
excited about this feeding upgrade, because I want to put it in my overworld backpack.
Let's go. It's awesome in the vault too. I don't know if you have. I don't know whether you.
Yeah, I
you
have one in
switch
my vault
between?
bag already.
Oh.
Now I have
But
one in
did
the
you get it from somebody else?
overworld to ingest
Yum,
cupcakes
yum.
into my face.
I can't eat. I'm full. But yeah, basically this is just a gift. Try Sugar Rush. We did finally land on a name. And I think I was sitting on the toilet, in fact, and I was like, Sugar Rush.
Ooh.
And it came to me. Yep.
It's usually not what I think about when I'm sitting on the toilet, but that's, good idea. I like it.
It's okay to, you know what they say. It's okay to eat where you, but not.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the scoreboard.
Okay.
What was your
there it
score
is.
again? I think I saw it.
A whopping 8 cakes before I got my butt whooped by spiders.
Oh, did you die?
No.
Or did you
I panicked
tag out?
and I was like, I'm out of here. I don't want to die. I'm too broke to die.
Oh my god. That's actually really fair.
Yeah.
So, did you try and use it already? It looks like you might have.
I hit the button to see what happened, and it just went over and it was on my name. So that's just lucky.
No, you did great so far. So
But how do you
now
get it
all
to show up with number? Like, this is complicated. I don't even know what's
Yes.
going on here.
I'll give you a little seminar. So basically, we've got our selector panel here, and
Okay.
whatever one is lit up is the only score that can be changed currently.
Uh-huh.
And then this chest right here is an input chest for the whole system. So if you put cakes in there, it'll count your cakes and be like, oh, that's how many cakes you have. And that's how many you've scored.
See, that part wasn't in the instructions.
Is it really not?
Okay, it does say place your cakes. I just thought it said place your cake. I didn't realize that the amount of cakes is the amount of score, which totally makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't. I could have definitely said more there. I said less than I thought I
What
did.
if you put too many cakes?
I think Rob actually did that, and
Can you
I had
deduct
to fix
score?
it. Yes, if you want to see like the inner workings, there's a like
You
this
got
is
some
the
stuff
behind the
going on here
scenes.
that didn't even know was possible.
There's some weird things. I have never messed with display boards
Whoa.
before. Yeah, careful.
Yeah,
If you don't
okay.
have the if you don't have
Never
angel
mind.
block, well
Nope,
then
Definitely
don't die.
I'll
Well,
probably
this
be
is
fine.
basically the manual release if somebody goes
Okay.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not
I
very.
see. Lots
you know.
of chutes and are those vaults?
Yep.
Oh.
The biggest problem with this setup currently is that the max cakes is 60, and I never thought that we would get to that. But
yeah,
maybe.
that's interesting. See, I have very limited create cakeification skills, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so I just gotta take. Is that what these extra cakes? I wonder what all the cakes were for.
Yep.
I thought maybe you were just hungry or something. But...
It's both.
Oh, they don't stack.
Yep.
Nice.
It's one of the most annoying things I've ever done.
Perfect. Okay, so I gotta
No
take
doubt.
8 cakes and put them in here. That's what you're telling me?
Yep.
It's on my name. Okay, yep. And then cake. Let's do one at a time. How do you get it to say things?
I'll show you once you're done.
That's crazy.
Or if
Like,
you want to look.
I played
it's like-
around with, redstone stuff, but making it say words is kind of wild.
Come over here.
Cake. Okay. Anyway,
there it
8
is.
cakes.
Let's go.
Nice. You should have added
So
an
if-
S.
Yeah, I
Except
don't know.
for the 1 cake for sure. Cat wouldn't make sense.
I thought it did say cakes is one of the things.
Whoa! I'm on
um,
the conveyor belt. Woo!
Careful. So if back here, these there's like
no. Okay, I'm fine.
you made it. I can't. I don't really want to break blocks.
Yeah,
Well,
no, that makes sense. You get the
actually, it's fine.
wireless doohickeys there with the whatchamacallits. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Correct. So we got smart observers into display links. And so what they'll do is like you can display link to the board and set which line it is that you're like setting the inventory to. And you tell it like what to display. And so it's reading how many things are in the inventory. And it's like, okay, Korey has 8 cakes in this line.
I've never used the smart observers before. That's kind of cool.
I had never used any of these really, except for the links.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then you got a little gantry. I like that. Nice.
Yeah.
And you must have some kind of what do they call them? Little incrementer type of deals or something from the button to the chain case.
Yeah, it's just a clutch system and
Oh yeah.
what is it called? A gear shift, I think, because a
Yeah.
gear shift to send it the other way.
Yeah, clutch to make it stop, and then a gear shift to go bloop bloop bloop.
Yes, sir.
I see. I see. That's
It's
pretty
fun.
freaking cool. Okay, well, I
So,
got a
do you
new...
plan on trying another one?
Yeah,
Or are you
probably.
staying there? I'm
It
curious.
was a lot harder than I thought because I was having a really hard time finding the stupid cakes.
I got really lucky in
Then I
mine.
was
I don't know
getting
about
beat up.
Seiji. Yeah, no, it's dangerous in there. I have no idea about Seiji. I need to publish mine hopefully tomorrow. I just wanted to show my run. I've only done one, and I got so lucky. And then at the end of the run, I got an ornate village, and it took me until the last room in that village to find the cake, and I was like crawling through it because it was so dangerous.
Yeah, I was trying to just avoid all the bad guys, but, you know,
I think that's the move.
I was having a hard time locating the stupid sweets, which usually I don't have a problem putting sweets in my face, but in this situation, it was quite difficult.
But you didn't die.
I didn't die.
I feel
That's
like
plus.
That's a big win in
I'm too
this,
broke to die.
especially when
I
that's
still got to get better gear now that I'm level 65. It is finally time to power up our pirate paradise. What is going on? Welcome back to some more Vault Hunters on the Leftovers SMP. Today we're going to be powering up this brand new pirate base we got going on here, and I've got hopefully a fun and organized way to do it with a nice simple little plan here written out on this sign. So we are going to use these steps of the process in order to make ourselves a fully functional automated power supply that is going to power our new base, because we're going to need to power all of our thermal series equipment and all that good stuff, as well as probably some more stuff in the future. So we're going to try to make this expandable. We're going to try to make it completely automatic, completely renewable, and hopefully I have everything I need in this here chest. So we're going to start out with the mob spawner for this. Now, of course, since we're pirates, we're going to try to power this whole thing off of gold coins, which means we're going to need to get ourselves the multi-servo press and smash some gold into these gold coins. Now, we will be able to do this through the use of our nice eye spawner here, the wonderful mob spawner. We'll turn some zombified piglin. Hopefully that's the right egg. If that's not the right egg, I have piglin as well. I think zombified piglin are the right one. But we're going to turn those into a little bit of a gold farm so that we can get everything powered up here. Now we'll see how much gold that's going to produce, and we'll try to turn that into power. And I should mention here that these bad boys are going to produce, what is it? That's how much power that takes. If we click on this here, each one of these coins is going to produce 64,000 RF, or redstone flux. So we're going to use that to try to power up the base here. Now all I got to do is grab some building blocks to get ourselves a foundation for our whatchamacallit here. I don't even know what we're going to use for this yet. Let's see, what do we got? A bunch of... How about for now we just grab some of these polished deep slate blocks. Now I did forget, we are going to need to grab some of these knowledge stars, because part of this is going to require us to get this damage plate here, and specifically I want the player damage plate, because that is going to give us the ability to farm the gold from these guys without having to do the killing ourselves, which will make it completely automated. So in order to do that, we're going to need to unlock dark utilities so we can get these vector plates. So we're going to go ahead and get a couple of these knowledge stars. We can put a few of them back in my fancy chest here for a rainy day at a later point in time. But we'll get this going. Dark utilities. Unlock that bad boy. Now, if I have done my calculations appropriately, we should be able to easily craft the damage plate. Boom. Damage plate has been crafted, and turn that into a player damage plate because we did already craft up the Echo Pog. We have the player damage plate. Now, I didn't bookmark it here, but we are also going to need some regular vector plates. Now, I don't know if I need to go all the way. I don't think we need the fast ones, honestly, so I'm just going to craft up a handful or a couple handfuls, maybe just like about that many, maybe a stack of these guys, and we shouldn't need too much more than that, I don't think. So let's go ahead and grab our first little component here, and it'll be interesting to see how quickly this is going to work for us. So let's just start out. Maybe I might want to go a couple blocks off the ground for this, and I want to grab just another. Can I just cut one of these? Yes. Okay. Something like this. I just want to have like a different block to designate the very middle part of this, so that I know exactly what is going on. So let's put it there, and I'm gonna dig these up. We're gonna do a little bit of this together because I think I've got most of it planned out. So hopefully this is not too difficult. Now I think I need to go. I'm going to go up 3 just to be sure. I think we only need 2 blocks below for the guys to fit in here, because our damage plate is going to go right in the middle there. Now that should, ouch, hurts quite a bit. Yes, okay, excellent. Now if we go up here, all we need to do is expand this out a little bit. Whee! That was far too much. I think it's like 4 blocks in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, something like that. Should give us like a full spawning platform, I do believe. I don't know, that seems kind of small. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna die trying to build this stupid thing, but that's fine. Sacrifices a pirate must make for some booty powered power, I guess. Powered power, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but we're powering our power with the coins, so using the booty as fuel to make power. This seems small, is it? Only 4 by 4 by 4 by 4? I feel like maybe there could be one bigger on each side. Something like this. Because we're going to want to put a wall around the outside of this too. Or I'll probably turn this into some kind of like cage, I think. Is what I was thinking. We could put up like some of those nice little grates or panels. What are they called? Metal panels? I don't know. We'll find out here in a little bit. But we're building and we're talking and we're doing stuff together. Okay, so if I do that, and then my idea here is if we grab some of this. Where did I go? Wrong chest. This here. And then I forgot that I'm going to need a, whatchamacallit, a rail. So we'll go and grab a rail. Do I not have any freaking rails? What the heck? Okay, weird. We'll just grab one of those quickly. And that should be, I have like 0 blocks left. Let's grab just a couple more of those. Polished, was that what I was using? Cut? Polished? Polished cut. Oh, okay. Fancy. Can we polish? What the? Polished? Weird. Okay. We're not gonna use that, I guess. Let's use polished cut. This stuff. I'm gonna take a nap. And then we're going to go down under the middle part here. So looks like that is the middle one. So we're going to need a block there not temporarily. We're going to need a barrel here. And then we're going to need a hopper running into the barrel with a rail on top, block, and hopper minecart with a block. So everything should funnel down into there once we have this part all figured out. And then we can just take and put all of these little guys. So that should squirt us into the middle there. And if I put something on top of there, boom, that should go down into the barrel. Excellent. Okay. So far, conceptually, things seem to be working all right. I'm going to get some more of these placed in, and then we'll move on to the next step. All the vector plates in nice and easy. Now let's go ahead and make sure this is actually going to do close to what I think it's going to do. If we put in this egg here, and I don't know how well this is going to work without walls and all that, but, ow, that hurt a lot. If I squirt this in here, zombie, peglin, 1 charge, and I flip this to on. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be super annoying, but we're going to have to do something. Ah, that's loud. Excuse me, sir? How did you just walk off the platform against the... Okay, that's weird. I don't know how the babies did that. So all the stuff should end up in here, which is great. We got a lot of crap. We'll have to sort out some of the garbage, which will be fairly easy to do. But the thing that is going to be important here is that we're going to be getting these items. Now, from there, I should be able to input those items into a, what is it called? Multi-servo press. However, we are going to have to make sure we manage the experience that comes off of this. And I'm not entirely sure what the best way to absorb XP is if we're not around. I should also maybe try... I don't know if just a regular damage plate would work to get gold. Player damage plate, flame plate, slowness plate, fatigue plate. I didn't realize there were so many different types of plates. Can I make another one of these? I don't know if I have the chromatic steel. Oh, I should be able to. Let's try to make another one of these. Because I don't know if this will drop the... I don't know if it'll drop gold if I use the regular damage plate, but I'm willing to spend a couple of these to try it because I don't think this will drop XP if we just use the regular damage plate, and that would be an important thing to know. But I'm thinking that these guys might only drop rotten flesh if I do it this way, but let's try that once. Ow, 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 still hurts. Holy. How are the babies not affected by that? Oh, it does look like they are still dropping gold. If we can do that without dropping the XP in this case, we might not get ingots though. Which might not be a problem because we can turn these into those with nuggets. They just might be slower. But if you have any ideas on how to manage the experience... Hold on a second. Oh, I definitely missed. Oh. Yeah, if you have any ideas on how to manage the experience from the player damage trap in some automatic way where I don't have to be around, that would be greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below. Would love to hear your suggestions for how to collect that and dispose of it, essentially, or even store it. I don't know if it's possible to store it, but so now we have some nuggets and some rotten flesh in there for testing purposes. We'll hold on to this other plate for a little bit later on, but the idea now would be to take some of these item pipes. Do I actually have the trash cans unlocked? No, but I can easily do that. And I think what we're going to do here is probably give ourselves a nice easy way to maybe should I save the flesh? What can we use rotten flesh for? Let's ask ourselves that question first. Because there is a possibility in some world, somewhere, I might want to do something with that. I can compost it. I can trade with villagers for emeralds. Ooh, actually, that's an interesting concept. I can turn it into nutritional paste. I can turn it into leather. That's kind of cool. I can turn it into what kind of generator and iron furnaces? Okay, I can make more power out of it. Interesting. Maybe we'll do something like that, or we could poke it with create. Okay, so maybe what we'll do with that instead is give ourselves a drawer and a void upgrade, and that way we can store a certain amount of that. So let's go ahead and get our little doohickey down in the area below here. I think we have some keys. So I want to lock that. We'll just quantify it for funsies. And I want to plop in some of this. And we'll take that back upstairs. I think whoop, ouch, painful. Is it nighttime? Can I sleep? Or is it just stormy? Nope, we cannot sleep. All right, so the concept here would be to take stuff out of this barrel. We would put the rotten flesh into there. And I will reconfigure some of this in a later point in time to make it more user convenient here. But then this bad boy will go right here. And obviously we're going to have to get some power to that. And I do think this can... Which one's the back? I'm pretty sure this can accept the pipe, right? Yeah, okay. We just have to configure it correctly. So that can accept basically... I think all of this rotten flesh should go into there automatically. And then, okay, now it's time to sleep. And then the nuggets should just go into the press. So this should start to pull, if we go like this, that should start pulling rotten flesh into there. And this should pull the golden nuggets into here. Now this is going to be a little bit slow, but it'll be working as that keeps up. So once all that's gone into there, this goes into here. Excellent. Okay. So for now, I'm going to kickstart this with a lapidary dynamo. Get that seed out of my face. We're going to throw some of that in there. But eventually I will backfeed the servo off of the bulk storage in the future is the plan. So that goes in there, and then all we need is one of these bad boys. And we should be able to start smashing those into coins. Excellent. And then let's just grab one of these for starters, and maybe this little guy here, just to show you all the concept stuff. And then I will eventually reorganize this to be more parity in the future. So this would be our power output, and to here. Which side is that? Not that one, but this one. Okay, that is going to be our power input, auto input, and this is going to power out of there. And then from here, we got 14 coins. We should be able to go this way. That will automatically go into there. And then from here, it is the opposite side. So the front, is that the front? No, it's the top. These things are confusing to figure out which direction is which. Is that, nope, not the front. I think this might be the front. What the hell is the front? Is it that one? Is it that one? Can I not go out of the front? Okay, fine. I'll go out of the top. I guess I can't configure out of the front. I'll go like that. auto export. Boom. That should go into here. Coins into there. Makes power. Power goes into here. And then we could loop this back to feed that. So we can eventually loop this power supply. So the idea here would be that we can run many of these coins into this device here. This device is going to go and power. This thing holds up to 1 million RF. So we can have multiple of these servos all pumping power directly into that other deal. And I think I can do each one of these. I can put one of each of these into this device. If we open this up, we can augment these. So this resonant integral component will basically 4 times the output of this thing. So you can see here, normally these only produce 100 or 40 RF per tick, but right now we can make it produce 160 RF per tick, so that this is going up way quicker. And then we can also use this guy here to increase that rate again, so 320 RF per tick, but now it's only got 90% efficiency, so it's not always going to be outputting the maximum amount. We can put this one in here, so it increases that fuel efficiency back up. So we go up to 99% efficiency, and then we can put this one in here, so that if this ever isn't, it doesn't lose the power after the coil has been saturated. So we're going to produce basically 250 something RF per tick and get a whole bunch of power out of each of these. So this thing's going to go skyrocketing through the roof, and we can add multiple of these. So depending on how many coins we can produce, we can continue to run this thing for quite a while. Hopefully we'll have to see how many coins this thing can make. I don't necessarily want the eye spawner to have to run all the time. Maybe we can figure out a way to I don't know if you can like pull any logic off of this to figure out like how full or empty this redstone control. Yeah, I don't know if we can like get a signal off of this to figure out how full it is. But we can see when we need to produce some more coins in order to power this whole thing. So I'm going to play around a little bit with the configuration of this, but that is the concept for how we're going to power our pirate cove here, because we can make some gold coins out of these piglin and use that to create lots and lots of power. So even though this thing is running at 80% efficiency at the moment, we've already produced like almost 1 million RF. So this is already almost completely filled up our singular cell here. And we can make multiple of these cells. We can have a big power bank. That way we can run a whole bunch of stuff at a time. But right now, not too bad, generating a pretty decent supply of power right off the bat. We have the Power Pirate Cube of Generation or something. I don't know. It's got a pretty cool looking design to it. Let me know if you got a name for this thing down in the comments below. This is going to be our power station for the entire base here, and it is going to be expandable with more generators or more dynamos and stuff in the future. So we can go ahead and tear down this little setup here. This is where all of our supplies were, and now we have this fully functioning power cube of awesomeness. So we are fully operational now. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit down below here, because I don't think I've shown all this stuff yet. So as you remember from above, we're getting the gold that is being produced, pumped down into that barrel down below there. That gets pulled out, and the rotten flesh goes into there. And we have a void upgrade on there, so we get rid of the extra. And then from there, the gold nuggets go into our multi-servo press here, get turned into gold coins, and those through the yellow pipes go into these dynamos. And this is where we have room for expansion. We can add more dynamos to the system basically until we run out of room for dynamos. And then we could always expand that into the future as well. But you can see each one of these has a few coins in here. I did go ahead inside of these pipe ends and add some improved pipe upgrades so that we can choose the round robin distribution. And that makes it so that these get evenly distributed, the coins do, into each one of the dynamos, making sure we get optimal power flow out of each. So I think each one of these can do 320 RF per tick right now with a little bit of loss in efficiency. So we'll get like 200 something out of each one of those. So we can add a bunch more to that. And as you can see on this side, we have a power bank so far of 3 million RF. I think each one of these can hold 1 million RF. And then we actually have a fourth 1 million on this side. So this one's a little bit special because this one also is backfeeding into the multi-servo press there. So we're making sure that if it needs to draw power off of the storage, we can pull it off of this one and it'll pull back into there. So eventually we'll tap into this power cell here. And these are all feeding into each other so that we are able to pull energy off of these cubes here. So we'll tie in some power and run those to all of our equipment in the future. And then if we do manage to suck through all 4 million power, we have this device over here. So we can actually put a comparator on these things, which is pretty freaking sweet, if you ask me. And I have that hooked up to here. So this signal strength reduces the less power that's inside of this cube. So I think if this gets down to like 400,000, something like that right now, this signal strength gets weaker than this 7 right now. And that will trigger this chain over here. So that's inverted with a torch behind there. And that will turn the system on above here. I went ahead and yoinked one of these little pulse extenders from Code's base. So thanks, Code, for allowing me to, well, he didn't allow me. I just took it, and we're going to use it over here. So the pulse extender makes sure that this turns on for 30 seconds because I wanted to make sure that this would produce enough gold coins to be able to fill that entire 1 million FE backup or RF down there. And we might need to extend this if we want to extend this longer so that basically once we run out of power down to like 40% of our last cell down there, it'll recharge the system by turning this on. So it's not running all the time because otherwise this spawner would go completely out of control. So right now I just have it so that it runs for 30 seconds whenever the system gets low down there. And we'll have to adjust that depending on how much power we end up using. But right now, since we're not using any power and we have 4 million RF just hanging out here, we don't really need it to run for very long because we've already got a backlog of coins in here that are just going to be hanging out ready to produce some power. So if we need to make it run longer, we can make it run longer in the future. So we'll show more of that once we get some more machines up and running and actually consuming some power, because right now I don't have anything to do with it, and all I can do is keep making more storage for it. So that is it. That is our fully operational gold coin production of power. I thought the gold coins were going to be a really cool way to make power here on my little pirate island, because I do want to turn this whole area into a little bit of kind of a drunken pirate city, if I didn't already mention that. So we're going to have some more of our machines. We got to make sure that we can still automate some of the stuff. I haven't done a lot of farming yet, and there's, I'm sure, a lot more things. So we got like all kinds of these thermal machines now, so we can use the magma crucibles. We can make lava with that if we need to. We can use the fluid deals. I think we were making some of the rubber stuff earlier. Pulverizers for like crushing down ores and stuff, duplicating ores, or not duplicating, but we get two ores out of different resources with that. We can do a bunch of stuff with the multi-servo press, the sawmills, all kinds of goodies with that we can use now that we have a decent power supply. I will actually also reconnect that power supply to hopefully actually run our refined storage system, which let's actually go check out back over in the spawn area. We'll go back to the main island here because this is still where my power supply is running our storage system, which we definitely need to fix because this is our storage system here. We are actually using 113 FE in order to power our storage system. So we're easily making enough power for that to supply this power supply that we have with all of our wireless transmitters and stuff like that. And this will allow us to do that. So we can actually get rid of this very simple and handy power source that Fuzzy has provided to us. And we can actually move this, our refined storage controller over to the new island. Assuming I have this all set up correctly, I should be able to just go ahead and pop my controller in here. Right there. Should be getting power from the back. Looks good. 33 FE, importer, external storage, wireless transmitter. Only 33. Why is it only 33 now? Oh, I guess maybe some of the other importers and exporters are not working. Okay, so I don't know if the thing back at spawn is necessarily set up correctly, but let's make sure that my storage actually activates over here. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I completely ran out of Larimar. I was going to try to make some elevator blocks to get in and out of this place, and it is completely empty. Okay, I'm kind of curious to see if this will still work from back at spawn, or if we've completely disconnected from that end of the deal here. Which, if it doesn't work, it's not really a big deal. Yeah, so that is disconnected from the power supply here because this is linked to that. I don't know how this would link back together. Okay, so all this, we have an extra storage cell actually, which is kind of sweet. Didn't even remember that we had that there, but we can take all this out. We can take this out. We can take this out and give that stuff back to Fuzzy. We can take all these power cables out now. Don't need those anymore. Not really sure what we would need to do to tie this back together, I guess. Since this is a transmitter, we maybe would have to swap the transmitter and the receiver, I would imagine. So that this transmitter was on the side that's on the power supply side, which would probably make the most sense, I think. But all that would need to do, pretty simple. We'll take this Thermalpedia. But yeah, we'll probably swap that over just so we can access our storage from spawn here if we ever need to. And now we'll have to redo our furnaces and all that. But that's the part where I want to use some of the thermal machines, some more automation and that kind of stuff anyway. So some more stuff still needs to get transferred over, which means we got a lot more projects coming up in the future for the old pirate island. Well, beach, pirate, whatever. Booty Shores, that's what it's called. So hopefully you'll join me again soon if you want to hang out on Booty Shores and do some more automation and cool stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.